matter which
Y'all
sport
are
it
both
is.
right,
No,
though.
Like, it doesn't matter which.
The
You can watch.
The thing is, all right,
Look,
look,
okay,
if,
look.
if they were getting fucking paid pennies compared to their competitors, I'm like, most of these athletes are ridiculous. They can go into any other field and make way more money.
Mira.
Why would somebody go into something knowing that, especially when you're that gifted, like sticking to these freaking guidelines that you're not gonna get promoted, that you're not gonna get the dues that you are freaking earned.
Look, you have to look at the men teams. You have players within the same team. Some men make like 40K a year, and in the same team you can have one player who makes much more than the whole team combined, and that's because he's that famous. Because of his brand. He sells his brand.
And how did he get that brand? Is promoted that way. The thing is that when you build your character up for so long, it's like
because he's good.
He sells his name.
But he's good.
But he sells his...
May God bless the Unqualified Gurus podcast. I am off screen. This is Danny. I am off screen.
The struggle does not let me wrong. Like I don't miss.
Episode 23. Did you ever think we'll make it to 23?
Yeah, I genuinely do. I mean, it's not like we have anything else going on.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is very true. Well, today is also a great episode because we're joined by another guest, the one and only Selena. The Star Wars guru.
Yeah, you sound like freaking NPR. You're gonna bore everyone if you keep
Yeah.
talking like that. Jesus Christ. Yeah. No. So Selena's actually made special appearances before.
She did. She was in New Year's. Right?
Yeah.
She was New Year's.
Yeah, and she's married to my best friend Esteban.
Who's right here also
He's
joining
behind
us.
the camera.
Yeah.
Like, say hi. Yo, hi.
Just yell hi.
Yo.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure something picked that up.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just like, it's like, she's been around. Like, I've known her since like 8th grade too, 7th grade. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
We were all went to the
from
same
back
high
middle
school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, every week, Selena, as you know, because Selena is an avid listener, right? So appreciate that support. We go over about things we do over the week. Is there anything you would like to share with the world?
Well, we're in town, so we're usually in Lubbock. We live in Lubbock.
That's so
All right,
true. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. See, so we're that special that, they made time for us.
They made time for us, yeah.
Yes.
Did you drive here, plane, anything?
Yeah, we drove here.
How long of a drive?
Usually we take about 9 or 10 hours.
9 or 10. Oh, it's a good drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we passed through there, right? When we
Yeah,
went to
yeah,
New
we went
Mexico.
over there.
Dang, we didn't say hi. We just passed through.
Well, we were like, when it was like,
Yeah.
someone's waving at me. No, he's not
It
like,
depends on
it's
the
not on the
route.
way.
Went to
Yeah.
El Paso, right?
No, we went up.
Really?
Yeah, we went up
Midland?
to Amarillo.
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 Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Amarillo.
you guys did.
That's like up above us.
Above.
A bit. Okay, sorry.
Because I know you want to talk back because Esteban's responding, but you just talk to us. Talk to us.
For today, Esteban,
Yes.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right? For 2
Ooh.
hours.
Esteban always
Ah,
matters.
look at
Yeah. Yeah. No, but yeah, we it was all over now. It doesn't matter. We had to
Yeah,
stop.
no, it was so quick. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, anything else other than the drive?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we came to do our taxes, which is not that fun.
Yeah.
But we came because he also had a half marathon. He had scheduled
yeah.
it.
Yo, that's the one. Like,
that was their New Year's resolution.
like straight
Yeah.
up. Like he's knocking it out the
Yeah,
freaking park. Cause like straight up, if y'all remember the confronting Santa Claus, I asked Esteban what was his New Year's resolution. He said he wanted to run a marathon. And 3 months in.
And then we asked Selena what her New Year resolutions. She said she's gonna make him do the marathon.
Oh.
Both succeeded.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, like straight up. That's like inspiring, if anything.
We bring gurus here. That's
Yeah.
all we do, right?
Like the best of the best.
The best of the best.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Congratulations, Esteban ran a half marathon. Yeah, yeah, and I'm pretty sure you're dying right now.
Yeah. Wait, when was it?
Today.
Oh, it was today.
It was just today.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Right.
y'all knocked everything out of the way, and then they're all like, oh, Selena's in town. She's got to do her episode.
Yeah, we
We're
had
like,
to
of
do her
course we
episode.
gotta. Yeah.
People are waiting.
Because we scheduled so far in advance. Like whenever you were like, oh, I gotta come on, it was so far in advance because we have to like make sure we make time whenever y'all make y'all trips. Like I forgot, and I had to agree to like go somewhere else. Yeah. So Ricardo is actually getting married. And
so they postponed the wedding.
Yeah, because
We're that important.
yeah, it's because I'm here, like so.
Okay.
No, he wants like his groomsmen to get along, like to get to know each other.
Okay.
So we were supposed to go fishing, So like the past two episodes, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go fishing. It's
Yeah,
like
he's been
I didn't go
bragging.
fishing.
Well, not bragging,
You were just talking about it last episode.
Yeah, I know,
too.
but
Oh.
luckily we did go fish because Abel.
Abel.
Yeah, like literally
Again,
on
another guru.
the episode with Abel's like, oh, let's go fishing tomorrow. We went
Yeah.
fishing,
went fishing.
and I caught my first little fish.
He did. He was so happy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's just like, you know, I was like, I told Ricardo, I was like, bro, I'm about to be that dude. I'm like, I offered to pay for the RV that we were gonna stay at. Yeah, and then at the end he was like, nah, it's all good. He's like, it's just my terrible memory. It's just, you know, like we come here, I tell you, it's this fucking goldfish memory. I
Yeah,
got.
no, I feel the
Yeah.
same way because now I put like anything that's important. Now I have to put it on the calendar, and if the calendar doesn't
But
say like,
thank
like-
God you're organized enough to have a calendar.
Well, here's the thing. It's 'cause here's the thing. Most of the times when there's events at school, they send you a calendar invite, right? If they don't send me a calendar invite, I forget. And then they're like, "Why didn't you show up?" And it's like, "I didn't see it on my calendar."
It's just like, thank God for Facebook reminding you about birthdays.
Yeah.
Like straight up, that's like the only reason to still have one, and like memes, of course.
Yeah, and memes.
You know?
It became the meme wall, actually.
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much.
that's all it is.
If they're not there for
Yeah.
memes, delete.
Yeah, but regardless, anything else?
No, I think that's it. Like that's kind of what we've been prepping for the whole week, just
Yeah.
for like the trip and to come here and getting paperwork organized. So
Yeah, and since
Excited.
you guys are such great friends, like Esteban hit me up. He's like, bro, he's like, the episode drops Friday. We're traveling Thursday. He's like, can you hook it up? Yeah, because actually, like before, I used to send them ahead of time to Esteban because I was like, bro, can you like let me know what you think? Because whenever we were starting up,
Right, right.
and you know, it just got to the point where he's like, I want to look forward to Fridays.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, it makes sense.
Guru Friday.
Yeah,
What is
Guru
it? The
Friday.
Guru, thank God, is Guru Friday? No, TGGF. No, I don't know. Anyway, dude, I'm so mad though
Why?
because I came in and I was gonna park in my spot and there's a freaking Bronco there. What the hell?
Yeah, it finally arrived, you guys. And look, I even made like a cool little video for us to watch. Yeah.
Like he baptized it
Yeah.
with water and everything.
Congratulations, Oscar. Your Bronco finally came in, man.
those transitions, boy.
oh shit.
Yeah, I just showed like the most important features. I was like, it's like the beautiful like grill. It looks really cool, and like the best part about it, it has a bottle opener in the trunk.
This is the first thing he told
It's
me.
so fucking
He's like,
awesome.
look, let me show you the back. And he opens it. He's like, look what it has. And I'm like, what is that? It's like a bottle opener. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, like yeah, and that was Dan. He's the guy who like helped me with everything. He was really
Hey,
nice.
Danny, subscribe.
I don't
You better
know.
send it to him. Tell him, hey,
Yeah.
subscribe or I'm
Yeah,
returning it.
I told him like, you're gonna be on the podcast. I'll be like, I'll send you the clip. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because I was like, yo, I need to film this for like the video,
yeah.
you know. And then he's like, okay. He's like, so what I do? I just toss it to you, and I was like, yeah. He's like, you want to do a practice run? And so I started filming, and it was perfect. The first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like my transition when I caught it though.
Yeah, no, it was
I
like-
literally like I have.
Who threw it at you when you were here?
I just tossed it at
Oh,
myself.
up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's like, you just cut it whenever it's on top, and then just like react. Yeah.
You
And
gotta
then,
make that a short.
yeah, I literally did that like at 5 because I had forgotten to record my part. Like I had done the video already. It was done. It had like the music in the background.
You just had to-
Yeah, I literally was like, oh, I gotta catch it and I'm done, and that's it. Yeah.
Be funny
Yeah,
if you
so-
dropped it.
No, no. I dropped him earlier trying to lock the door.
Okay.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, that. Well, I guess I can talk about my week. I guess.
Yeah, go ahead. I just had to say that about the
What
part
the
that
hell
you
did
got.
I do?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You always
Well,
forget.
you know, I got my car, so finally, I'm not no longer walking everywhere. Yeah.
Well, there's something we did, but we'll talk about it later. Batman.
Oh, I was like, what the hell did I do this week? I don't feel like I did much.
We got some more Warzone wins.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
We
That's
got
true.
some more Warzone wins.
Yeah. Oh, did I tell my story about how I woke up late for work last week? I don't
I
remember.
don't think so.
No. Oh,
No.
say so. They listened
they
to the
would
episode.
know.
They would know.
Yeah, they would know.
So, you know, like with my terrible sleeping schedule, I can't fall asleep if I'm not using the Calm app. So I normally set the timer, so it'll just shut up like after like 2 hours. I forgot to turn it off, and it played throughout the entire night. So I'm guessing it didn't let my alarm go off or something, and it just like, or because it was still playing, it just like it blended in. I woke up 40 minutes late to work, and I work from home. So so I called my
Wait, so
no,
you got late for work, or they caught you sleeping at work?
No. Like,
What would you like it to be, right?
It's better that I call, not that they call and wake me up. I think that's even worse.
Okay.
So because whenever I called, I can explain what happened.
Right.
So I called my manager and I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And then she laughed. She's like, "That app really works." Yeah. So that happened like Friday ago, and we've been playing Warzone like every night. Yeah, it's become like a habit, and it's so bad because we start like around 9 and don't go to bed till like midnight. Yeah. So it's just like, and the other night we won one and got second place twice in a row. So you're like, oh, you're in such a roll, you want to keep playing, and it's just like it just becomes so crucial to our weekly routines that it's just like it does not help my sleeping schedule.
It does not, but it's fun.
It's so fun.
But and we have like our usual group of people, like the 4 people, so it's always us 4. Which one was a James, which was a guest in the podcast before.
He's the football guru,
the giant.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, he transitioned. He went from football guru to giant guru.
It's true.
Yeah.
But other than that, what about you, Danny?
Well, I mean, we went to go see Batman. It's been a very busy week. I started a little new thing. I don't know how much I can share of that, but I'll probably be able to share it later. Espionage stuff, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, we got another bird.
Another one?
Yeah. My uncle had a bird, and my mom, because they used to have them like to roam around. But I guess slowly over time, they would give him less roaming around time. So my mom was like, you should just let me have it. And then my uncle was like, all right, take it. And now we have another bird.
Do you have a picture of it?
I do, but I need to pull it up. It's the one I posted.
It looks like Pikachu.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That one.
I don't think I saw it.
Okay, I started calling her Pichuca because I didn't want it to be. I didn't want it to be like
how do you make a name feminine? Just add an A.
Yeah, no Pikachu.
Pikachu. Oh,
there you go.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, and it was on the Instagram story, right?
Yeah.
I think you saw it. Yeah.
I remember some stuff I did, but finish your weekend and I'll go
No,
back.
I think that's it. I mean, it's been a busy week. I've been working a lot. And then whenever I'm tired, I get messages that say, you want to play Warzone? I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. And I just stop and I get on.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's been just busy week for me.
Yeah. So I took my dad to go eat ramen yesterday. Like it was the first time he ever eats ramen out. Yeah. And like I told Danny, I was like, oh, I took him out, and he's like, is he doing the angry dad thing? Because my dad literally doesn't like leave out of his normal. He just goes to Denny's or freaking.
My dad, which is his dad's brother.
Yeah.
The same.
Yeah. It's either that or nopalitos. They don't like exit the same routine, and I'm like, come on, man.
They don't.
Because every time I'm like, what do you want to eat? And he's like, I don't know. And I was like, come on, you know what you want to eat. I just don't want to go there. Since I have a car now, I was like, I'm driving. I don't care if it takes like 30 minutes to get to where we're going.
That's the other one. They don't want to go far.
Yeah.
They'll be like, why are we going to go far for this? And I'm like, bro, you ain't driving.
He said the exact same thing to me.
Can you just sit and enjoy them? Like, because it wasn't this week. I think it was the week before.
Yeah.
I took him to Hop Daddy's, which is like burger bar joint.
I've never been to that one.
Okay, I need to take you. We need to take you.
You owe me that one.
We should go. It's far. It's in downtown, but we could go today if it's not too late.
Did you already have dinner?
We had like lunch.
Well, if we go, you'll see a picture right now that we're there. Anyways,
Okay.
But the point
We had so much fun.
Yeah. It was great. Yeah. We just
like you were right. It was really good.
Yeah. No, but I took him there, and I was like, something different.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing. It's like, we're going this far just for burgers, and that's just an expensive Whataburger. We should just got what? And then she was like, bro, you didn't even pay.
God, yeah, I was about to say that. I was like, he's gonna compare it to something that's nothing like it.
Yeah.
Yo, like I took him to go eat ramen, and he's like, oh, it's just like a cup of noodles. I was like, oh, god damn it. I was
expensive
like,
Maruchan.
I spent $80 with the tip. I was like, I should have just fucking bought you Maruchans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just appreciate it. Like, it's like if I was asking to go every weekend, like, okay, you can complain.
Yeah, no, but like, like he understands, like, why I was like, what the fuck? And he's like it's not that I don't appreciate it. It's just like, I'm just not high maintenance. Like, you don't have to spend a lot of money for me. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm taking you out. I'm like, I invited. Enjoy it.
But at least it's like once every now and then. Yeah. But
but it was funny because I was trying to teach him how to use the chopsticks. And oh my god, it's always the same headache every time. People who don't know, there's they have like these little things that hook onto them that help you.
Oh.
We need to buy some of those and just keep them in the car just in case.
Just in case. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah,
But did he like it?
He liked. So I took him to Ginya, and like I love the Ginya buns.
Yeah.
You have the Ginya buns?
I don't think
Never
so.
tried the buns.
So they have like the Ginya buns, which is like, it's like those foamy breads, and it has like pork belly inside. It's really good. Yeah. So every time like I would go there and I would take a new friend, I would always make them eat like a Ginya bun because I know how good it is.
Okay.
And they always loved them, and my dad really liked those.
He liked them.
He
okay.
preferred that over the ramen,
Okay.
which I don't mind. So at least he liked one thing.
At least he liked something.
Yeah.
Well, my dad, he kept grabbing fries from the bowl, so I know he liked the fries.
Oh, okay.
At least he liked the fries.
Yeah. Yo, I remember another story. Remember when we went to play pool? I kept like, so if y'all remember Abel's freaking buff,
Yeah.
and I kept being like, Abel, hit the punching bag, like, what are those? I remember I was like, what are those muscles for? I was like, show them off, and so he's like, I'm not very tall, I don't want to be swinging up.
Yeah, I remember
So
that.
I was like, oh, well, somebody give me $1 because I want to hit it. So, I walk up to it, and then, like, the guys are standing around us, and, like, some girls walking behind them. So I hit it, and then you just hear, like, a loud bop, like, whenever it hits. And you just see her, like, freaking, like she freaking dodged a bullet or something. She got so scared.
And after that, she couldn't keep her eyes off Oscar.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even beat the record, but whatever.
Oh, that was a record? Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
see
Whoever hit it hard.
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah, sounds good.
hmm
Well, do we have a beer today? What do we have today?
So today we have a Czech style beer, which I remember
Ooh.
you told me you really like the Czech
Ooh,
ones.
I say I like Czech women,
Ugh.
and therefore I like Czech beer,
Makes
but
sense.
that's all right.
Yeah.
Fine.
So
It's a joke.
whenever I was ordering like these, they're like $7 a pop. So I was like, we're just gonna get like and we're gonna buy 2 and share them with whoever's here. So that's what we're gonna do.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. Were you guys gonna pour them for all of us, or you pass the cups?
Yeah, to show
Yeah.
it.
So we need cups. Oh yeah, tilt it. You keep the foamy one.
¿Por qué yo?
I paid for them.
Yeah, but you're the expert. You should know how to deal with foam.
You just like
Eat it.
no, we don't need the foam.
You get all bloated.
I'm excited for this. Yeah. So let me see the bottle. So it's from Jesus. So it's from the same brewery as last week's. It's from the Little Beast Brewing from Portland,
Okay.
Oregon.
Yeah.
And let's see how this goes.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
So Esteban, we're also gonna like put your little face on it, so you'll get it rated too. Yeah.
He's so excited. Look at him. Oh,
Yeah.
you guys can, but we can.
Selena, so do you like beer like on like normally, or
Not really,
there
no.
there have to be like the special ones, like the apple ones?
No, I've just never well, I'm not a drinker in general.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the main
It's
reason
an
why.
uphill battle.
So she's
Yeah.
drinking for us.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, you guys. So
Well,
cheers.
cheers. Cheers for Star Wars.
Tastes like an IPA, but not with
Tastes like
that skunky taste.
Like a bitter taste to it.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, it's probably like my least favorite one we've had here. Yeah. Y'all can trash it. Y'all can say y'all like
Well,
it.
you say it's Czech beer, but it's from Portland.
Well, it's Czech style beer.
It's like
Yeah.
got like a strong something to it. I don't know how to describe it.
Have you ever had
What
an
is it?
IPA?
No, I haven't. This is
Oh.
the first.
So,
Mhm.
so like, there's like a taste that it's always like brought up whenever like this is that taste, but it's not as strong as it. I would say like have you tried IPA
Yeah,
before,
we
right?
had that one
But
when
this
we
one
went.
Yeah.
is an IPA or no?
No, no,
This one is
no.
not.
So
Okay,
this
it's
this
just a hint. Of
yeah.
it.
So
Dang.
I think it's like whenever it's called like the hops, which is what you make
The
beer
hops.
out of,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's just like the concentration of it. I think that's what it is. I'm not a professional. Don't quote me. Doesn't matter. Point is, this is like honestly probably my least favorite we've tried so far.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, no.
Selena rating.
Man, I'm like the worst person to ask about beers. I think they all taste the same.
Okay.
Like,
That's
yeah.
You remember the competition we had?
Yeah. Well,
This is-
I guess from
I
all
don't
the beer
know.
you've had, I'm sure there's probably you could say the one that you
Yeah. Which would be your favorite
least
one? Like the
likely
Angry
one.
Orchard or like the cider one that you brought?
Or you could be like Jose from last week who loves Coronas.
Oh yeah.
Just
Nah,
like- yeah.
definitely.
It's definitely not.
Yeah, I usually gravitate towards ciders.
Yeah.
but
Ciders.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
So let's imagine that your favorite cider is a 5. What would you give this? And it's okay to be harsh.
like a 3.
Good 3.
3. Okay, she's generous.
It's pretty generous, yeah.
Mm.
2.
Me, God, it just sucks because I have to trash it since I paid for it. But
That means it's an honest review. though,
yeah,
so.
it sucks because I tagged them and then
Yeah.
they liked my
Well,
post.
in the post, we say it was amazing.
Yeah, well, they're not gonna watch
Just kidding,
the
it's 5
podcast.
stars.
Yeah,
5.
yeah.
stars.
You know, I like tagging the breweries because a lot of times they like it or they comment and it's really nice. Like,
And look, just because we don't like it doesn't mean they don't like it.
That's
Right?
true.
Maybe they like this type of beer and they're like, oh, they didn't like that.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna like it.
yeah. At least going forward, I know that I'm not a big Czech style beer, so
Yeah.
you know, I'm gonna give it a 2. The lowest rating I've given one.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Esteban.
It's because it tastes like the IPAs. To be honest, it's really skunky. That's what.
Yeah, it has
Yeah.
a taste to it.
I was gonna say 2.5.
2.5.
Mhm.
All right, Esteban gives it a
2.5.
I'll also give it a
Danny,
2.5.
stop talking like an NPR person. Jesus. You're like, yeah. So he gave it a 2.5. He's like,
Why?
Are you not having fun?
I
You're
like it.
yeah.
Like I like the dynamics between
Te andas
the mic.
durmiendo, yeah.
Between the mic.
You trying to do ASMR?
Sí, güey.
Yeah. So
That's what they're here for.
Yeah. What do you give it?
A 2.5.
2.5?
2.5 as well.
Damn, this is a
2.5.
terrible day for.
And my ratings are harsh. My ratings are harsh too.
Yeah.
So, because I started with a good beer.
Yeah. Well, luckily, after if you don't have to finish this, if you want to finish it, y'all are more than welcome. I wouldn't be offended. We're also have backups. We're drinking Michelob.
Micoladas.
Mm-hmm.
Micheladas. Well, every time we have a guest, you know, we let the public know how we met them. Now,
Yes.
we had Esteban here, so I'm assuming you kind of met around the same circle. But I'm curious anyways. How did you two meet? Did you two meet through Esteban, or did you already, like, met separately, or what's up with that?
I'm not gonna lie. I think I don't remember.
I don't remember
I think it could be a
'Cause
class, but it's just like
Yeah.
it's just the circles were like kind of
Right.
close. You
Right,
know,
right.
they were always kind of close. But I remember 8th grade. Y'all started hanging out more often, right? So she was always around.
Around, okay.
You know. And and I was always around this one.
Yeah,
so
so-
it's just like
Okay.
we were bound to be.
Right,
You know?
no, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
but
curious.
I remember like we would like organize days that we would go play basketball, you know, and then it got to the point where like we would have lunch and it would be like the guys in Selena, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. You remember that we were all like, oh, we gotta start a gang and like we try to give it like some lame ass name.
Do y'all remember any of those lame ass names?
Dude, I don't.
I think it was something like because we were nerdy kids. I think it was something like Schoolboys and the Girl.
Oh my god.
You remember that? You remember that? Yo, we actually have a picture of that.
Okay.
Yeah, so bam. Like I'm telling you, it was really really
That would
funny.
be an album cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too. There you go. The name and the album cover.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Nah, but it was so cool. It's just like we've known each other for so long, and just like we were just lucky enough to still be around
Hey,
each
it's
other.
pretty dope though. Like, that you have friends that you've been keeping up from such a long time.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it's been great. Yeah, and and y'all ended up getting married, and it's just like,
Yeah.
it's
finally.
it's like it's
Finally.
it's like a Disney movie.
It's like a
Yeah.
Disney movie.
Oh my god.
Yeah. This is the happily ever after that no one gets to see.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, and well, like I don't know what else is just this.
Yeah, I met
memory
Selena
is-
last time Esteban was here. I don't think I had met her before. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Of course. Yeah, but
Tómale, güey. Tú échale.
yeah. So
No shame.
I actually tried to sign us up for something really really cool this week.
You told me. You mentioned something.
I think it backfired.
It backfired. Oh,
Yeah.
No.
So can you go to the Google Doc and
Sí.
like click the
This?
link? Yeah. So whenever you go on Instagram and like you wanna like put like gifts and stuff, I
Okay.
tried signing us up so that we can have like our own gifts on freaking Instagram.
Right.
So I made all these really cool ones.
Oh.
And damn, I fucked up. Okay, so we'll come back to this. All right. So I would like to nominate Hank the Tank as the Unqualified Guru's mascot. Okay.
Are we reliable for all the shit he breaks? Reliable. Not reliable.
What's
What's the word? Whenever.
It was liable. It's liable.
Yeah,
You were
so-
so close.
Yeah.
Yeah, the re in
It's the
front
beer.
of
Yeah, sorry, liable.
Yes, no, we will not be held liable for whatever he does. He's his own person. But
His own bear.
I'm trying. I have points. Okay, so
Okay.
look, he's a big boy like me.
Yes, he
you
loves
know?
pizza.
He loves pizza.
Yeah.
You know, he's brown like you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
He skipped hibernation.
Like me?
I can't sleep.
Oh.
Yeah. So
You can't- yeah.
so the thing is, before we were all like, oh, since we're so into astrology, we found out that ravens were our spirit
spirit
animal.
animals,
And since
right.
both of us are like Libras, we're all like, oh, the raven was the natural choice.
Y'all are both Libras?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you too. That's true.
I don't know if I'm Libra or Virgo.
You're a Libra. You're a Libra. We looked it up. We
Look,
Googled
I
it.
grew up reading Virgo stuff and it matched.
Oh.
maybe astrology's all a lie.
It matched. I was like, yes,
Yeah.
that is me.
Go
ahead.
But this one just makes more sense. I relate more with Hank
To hang the tank.
So this week I was just like, oh, I'm gonna make like I made my designs. I literally like made him into a little cartoon.
But why did you say you messed up? It looks good.
So you made all that? Like you didn't pull it from somewhere else?
No. So I got the picture and I made
Okay,
him.
yeah.
Because he's actually a black bear, but I made him brown because we're brown.
Oh, yeah, and I'm a brown belt.
Yeah, and then
Nice.
and then like of course I literally like
No,
I traced everything, made it 3D so it pops out. It looks cool,
Yeah.
and I really like it. And then I subscribe to this thing that helps me make GIFs.
Okay.
Because I'm not like the best with like video editing and stuff. So I'm
Right.
like I'm just gonna pay somebody to help me. Yeah. So I messed up because I wanted to nominate him before I showed you this.
Oh.
That's why I'm saying that I messed up. So I was like, how amazing would it be to have Hank the Tank floating like on our stories?
I like it.
See, so I also made
And you're absolutely right. When whoever thought of putting the little hands was
Yeah.
genius.
Yeah, so they said you needed 5 to actually apply.
Okay.
So I made 6. I think this one's really, really cool.
That one's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the reason I said I messed up was because I was following a YouTube video, and since my this account was fresh, like people who do stuff like this, like it's a lot of designers like to upload stuff, and like normally like the circle ones or like it's somebody
Yeah.
uploading to Giphy. But you have to have like your portfolio, you have to have everything, like your Instagram has to look professional, and just like you have to apply. And I was following the YouTube video. I was like applying with them, and then after I submit my application, they're all like, oh, but you should wait until you have, like you've been established for a while, you're set up, because you can only apply once. That's why I was saying that, like I messed up. So I actually got denied. Yeah, but look how cool is that.
Oh, you got denied. So you can't.
So I don't know if later on you can make an account and try to do it. I already have the gifts made.
Maybe you could do it with your silent artist.
But
That
what's,
one is
like,
more established.
Their definition of professional. 'Cause
I have no clue.
I've
There's
seen
no
other accounts that I follow, and then I've seen little stickers, like little things like that
Yeah.
that they made, and I'm like yeah, they're okay, they're professional, but I feel like y'all are kind of.
I think
like,
because we're relatively new.
new.
Yeah.
I
That's
would
the
say
only
that.
thing.
Well, and
now,
also
yeah.
I applied literally the first day. Like I made everything. I created my account, just dropped a bunch of gifts and then applied.
Yeah, so speaking of
Okay.
Instagram, it's so lame that you have to use their GIFs.
Well,
Like on other-
no. So it's actually Giphy. Like whenever you don't type anything in, it goes through here.
Right.
Yeah, so you're limited to what's on here. If you don't like what's on here, like you have to make your own account and then upload.
Yeah, but I'm saying is like if you go to like Messenger, like
Yeah.
the Facebook Messenger, you can send GIFs from any kind of GIFs.
So I'm pretty sure that they have a contract with somebody else.
Yeah, I know.
I'm pretty sure Instagram is through Giphy. and
Probably,
just
but a lot of them they're just links and it's just an animation. And like on Instagram, if you have to click on their little tag thing and then go to GIFs, and then you have to send one of those. If you open up like your Google keyboard, which also has the option for GIFs, and you try to send it through there, it's like, oh, they're not supported. But if you go to like the Facebook Messenger or anywhere else, Discord, whatever, all of that works. So they have that more like.
Yeah, no, I couldn't tell you, but I would have loved to have this one. This one was so freaking good.
We'll make it happen somehow.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah,
Like I
so
said, maybe
so
through
if y'all actually want it, you can save it and then you can just copy it and drop it onto the stickers on your Instagram. You can actually post them, you know.
okay.
So it is there is a way, and especially since all you have to do is look up my account. Yeah.
Okay.
So we were always trying to come up with an acronym for the Unqualified Gurus. Unfortunately, it's TUG, and we were like. See, I told him he's like, what's wrong with that? I was like, bro, come on.
I
no."
didn't know. I didn't know. I was like, look, hashtag tug. And he's like, don't say that.
He's like, tug me out, bro. So, that's what I'm saying.
It's a podcast about tug. What do you mean?
So I found a cool way to word it. So now,
Sorry to interrupt. I actually have a friend who said, "Oh, she says she was talking something about the pod." I guess she doesn't know either. But
Yeah.
She said something like, "Oh, I saw you guys put that on the tug this Friday."
Oh,
I was
no.
like, well, now I know, but I ain't gonna explain.
yeah, you're not gonna ruin it for her.
I'm not gonna explain it. So
Well,
if
if
she's
she's
watching
watching-
this
yeah,
one,
if she's watching
it's supposed to be not good stuff.
Yeah, well,
So-
I mean, it depends who you are. Yeah.
Well, the description of it.
Yeah, so I found a better way to actually word it, and like like we can actually make it work. And it's gonna be
Right.
tuguru, so it's like tu guru. See, see,
like that.
It
Yeah,
was
no,
good.
I liked
I
it.
told you, yeah,
And it's short.
and it happened because whenever I was making my account, if you see right here, it says Oscar Velasco, and then I was like, I didn't want to do tug. It was like, so I was like tuguru. I'm like, that makes sense. You know, we're
Yeah, no, that's
Mexican.
fine.
It makes perfect.
That's okay.
You know,
So this account is linked to the Instagram.
I know. So
So we literally could make another account.
So if you were to make another account, you can just like all you do is by URL. It's not even linked.
we just pick some famous person URL.
Oh, I should have done
Donald
that.
Trump. Just put it there. Oh, not Trump. Just someone else. I don't know.
We'll do Kanye West,
Kanye West.
which will be a good segue into our next topic. So Selena's actually a big Kanye West fan. I remember this.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
Jose
so-
was he seemed to like him.
He said he was like he wasn't like the biggest, but he didn't
Yeah,
mind him.
he
You know.
liked him, yeah.
Yeah. Did you watch the documentary?
I did not.
Did
I've been
not?
telling him I want to see it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I saw someone post about it and they were saying that like they can see how money can like mess up a person, but
Mhm.
like that's all I have for context. Like I have no idea
Oh,
what
okay.
it's about. Or
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
no,
really
no,
think it's money that messed him up?
No. I know his mom passed away and like he like snapped.
Uh,
You know, and not only that, you have to be an egomaniac to think that you deserve everybody's attention. So it's like
I
you know,
deserve everybody's
so,
attention.
of course that's why we have a podcast, bro. You know. So yeah, so I just think it's just things piled on top of things, and like he's clinically been diagnosed. So we like, so it's not really much of like a personal choice. It's just the thing is, like people have said, it's like having mental illness does not excuse you from being a jackass. You know, and unfortunately, that's where he finds himself.
Well, the thing is, he also has a lot of followers, so he has like a lot of fame.
Oh, and like a
So-
lot of like yes men too.
¿Qué es eso?
Like you know, like so clearly, like he's harassing Kim. But whenever you go into the comments, people are laughing. People are like being all like, "Oh, he deserved to be at the party." When it's like, no, like she threw the party for her daughter. You throw your own party, you know. And
Yeah.
and that's the situation you find yourself in, because like you know like we talked about it last time, is like he's literally like, if he wasn't rich and famous, he'd be a fucking stalker. Like he'd be in jail, or like you know, he already be hit with a restraining order. You know.
Probably so, yeah.
Yeah, and the problem is like he's using like his mob, and and not only that, like poor Pete Davidson's getting like the worst end out of everything.
He is?
Yeah. So
Why? He seems to be very well seen, like, publicly. by
well, I mean,
society in
first of
general.
all, he was famous before her, so it's not. It's
Right.
just-
That's what I'm saying. Why is he getting, like, the rough end?
So because
he got a nickname.
he like rebranded him.
He got a nickname?
Yeah, he rebranded him to Skeet.
Oh.
And so
Skeet.
yeah, so
Wait, Kanye rebranded him to
yeah,
be
so he
Skeet?
calls him Skeet instead of Pete, you know, so he thinks it's really funny. And then so this is what I was talking about. So he put out like a video like last week, and that's supposed to be him killing Pete Davidson. And then like, you know, he grows flowers, and so he had sent Kim Kardashian a truck with flowers on it. So then
Very
later
dark.
on you see like the truck with flowers drive by afterwards, and it's all like, and everybody lived happily ever after except Skeet. You know,
Pretty dark.
yeah, no, it definitely is. Yo, if I was Pete, I'd put a restraining order on them there and then there, you know. So
Is
it's
he
just
still living in front of them? Or that was this...
well, he did buy the house across the street from them.
But he's not living there.
I have no clue.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what do you think? Is like the fall of grace, fall from grace, or you are so far removed from like the music and you can actually separate it.
Man, honestly, I feel like after like maybe graduation or 808s and like that's kind of where I stopped.
Yeah.
Being into him as much, but I don't know.
So you like his music?
Yeah,
I
That
do.
was the thing. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like how I told you. It's just like last episode. Where, like I've always liked what J. Cole said. It's just a simple fact. It's like people love him so much. You're good. It's a beer, bro. We're like he's out here trying to open the beer really, really slow.
The podcast, you guys.
Yeah, it's just like people love him so much for what he did before.
Okay.
It's like he's not the same person that he was then.
Okay.
You know. So it's just
Sorry, I
like,
interrupted.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I don't know. I feel like we have conversations and stuff, and I always tend to be devil's advocate about stuff.
Yeah.
And so like I mean I don't think I defend what he does, but I feel like they're both a little toxic in their own ways. But
By both, you mean him and
Kim,
Kim or him or
yeah.
Skeet?
him.
don't add to it.
I have a public to entertain.
True that. True that.
No, but I mean it's just unfortunate because like at the end of the day, it's the kids that get like the
Yeah.
worst of it,
Yeah,
and
it's true.
and that's like what people like overlook when they're like.
The voice
Oh
of
yeah,
reason.
Like he's straight up. He's making everything so public that it's just like if she wanted to look back on everything he did, he can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just. Did you take the test that I sent you?
No.
Jesus Christ.
We'll do it in a bit.
Jesus Christ. Oh no! Look up.
You're fired.
Yeah, look.
Esteban, sit in his chair.
Look up the link. You do it while I talk about Putin's bitch ass.
Well, but you're gonna show us pictures, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to do it on my phone?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
That's
Talk
what I
about
was-
his bitch ass, and then I'll do
Yeah.
this.
So, damn it, this one involves you.
He's
Okay.
a black belt.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. Hold on. So we'll start with like the Ukrainian lady.
Dale.
So I think they speak Russian in Ukraine, right? Since it used to be a part of the Soviet Russia.
Yeah,
So,
Soviet
so
Union.
grandmas are called babushkas.
Babushkas.
I've heard that before.
Yeah. So a Ukrainian babushka went up to one of the soldiers from Russia, and she was like, "Yo, here, put these sunflower seeds in your pocket, so the flowers will grow when
yeah.
you die." And I was like, "Yo, that's a hardcore ass babushka, you know?"
Hardcore babu- I like that term. We need to appropriate it.
Yeah, we're gonna appropriate babushka.
Babushka.
So there's this band that I'm not really huge on, but it was really cool. They made merch off of it, and they're donating everything that to the Ukrainian fund. So I bought the hat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
Oh,
the
yeah.
hat says.
Did you have it?
Oh
Oh no, it's gonna
it
arrive.
hasn't arrived.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so excuse me, freaking beer. It's all like put these seeds in your pocket, so when they'll grow when you die. Yeah, I was like, and it has a sunflower at the front of the hat.
To follow the sun
I
afterwards.
thought it was pretty cool.
I feel like they're gonna do a song or something about that.
Yeah, probably. I don't remember what's the name of the band that did this. To be honest, I don't see it anywhere on there. Well, at the end of the day, it's not for them, so they don't have to market themselves. But I would like to know who it is. If I find out, I'll tell Danny to add the name later. More work for you, bro. Okay, so this is just like more stuff about like companies pulling the movies from Russia.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just like literally like Russia, like the ruble dropped like below $1.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, below a cent.
Yeah, below. It was
so
very low.
so if you were to go buy $1, you had to pay 100 rubles.
But what about within the country? Do they still hold value for it? Like within their country?
No, everything's screwed for them. Yeah. So I wanted to talk about this for you, bro. Yeah. So I take screenshots from Instagram. That's why it has the dumbass logo on top. But,
Oh, they did,
But
yeah.
it's just like hopefully this is real news. We never know. But
Honorary. That means it's not real. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Like,
I would be honest.
honorary doctorate. Like when they give celebrities doctorates, I'm like, that's not real.
I mean, that could be. You could be right
I
about
don't know.
that. It could be like whenever.
Either way, Danny can take them. That's all that matters. So it's,
No, that's not what I was gonna leave with. I was gonna say
Sorry.
they stripped him from his black belt. So I was like, Danny, go pick it up.
Go grab it.
no way.
That would be dope.
For those of you who don't remember, Danny is a brown belt. If you don't know what that is, it's because nobody cares about the brown belt. But if you know, it's right below black.
See.
So it's just like the simple fact is like you're so close,
But
just fucking cross the line.
I want to stay brown so I can be with Hank the Tank.
He's staying on brand.
Yeah, well,
Exactly.
yeah, because then you would be a qualified.
See, I wouldn't
That
be
makes sense, bro.
unqualified.
I screenshot it, send it in.
Do I have to screenshot it?
Yeah, yeah. Because well, I have it in here. Well,
Alright.
well, I guess
Whoa.
do you have
see that?
what happened?
The little so like the puffy orange one, just like
Oh, I see.
Oh, there are
It
ghosts.
levitated
There are
and
ghosts. It's
then
because we
dropped.
invited an alien.
Did y'all
to
watch
be in
the
the
Did y'all watch the video of last week when when y'all were driving? Did you just see the mosquito attack me?
Oh yeah, I saved them.
yeah.
I used one of the brown belt moves.
Oh yeah, you hit it.
I went like- That's it.
a black belt wouldn't have let it hit me.
No, it didn't hit you. It did not hit you. It scared
You
you.
would have protected me.
It just
Yeah.
scared you. That's all it did.
Yeah, and then this is just like them explaining about the rule. Yeah, so you already got your answer, right?
I got my answer, dude.
All right. So today we're actually going to talk a lot about Danny has been like telling people that he has the perfect ending for Game of Thrones. So we're gonna hold him to that, and we'll rate it since like I recently became a fan. Esteban's a fan. Selena's
I
a
just
fan.
finished rewatching it too.
You
like
rewatched it for this?
Yeah.
Whoa!
I wanted to
damn.
rewatch it for
Yeah.
this, but man, these 2 weeks have been
Hectic.
so.
No, I had to start. I underestimated like how long like it takes to get through it. Like,
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, so we'll get to it in the bit. Let's just go back through. Let's finish these couple folders that we got.
A ver.
So look, I have actually numbered them.
That's
that way.
I was gonna tell you that last
Yeah,
time. But I was
that
like,
way
I forgot.
because sometimes like we bounce out of order and I'm just
Yeah.
like fuck. Yeah. So I came in here. I trashed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and they got top 2 and I was like, what the fuck? Like
Wow.
it just.
But just for viewed.
Yeah. Which is just like there was
Makes
a
sense.
bunch of people disappointed. Yeah. So.
Yes. It probably just got that because of the popularity.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
of course, because the
Name,
Texas Chainsaw
yeah.
Massacre, it's so huge. It's just
Yeah.
like, how could you not?
Right.
And
Because I would rather watch an episode of the Unqualified Gurus. I'm just saying.
God,
There you go.
marketing is
Just saying.
everything, bro.
Just saying. So this should be 29,000 hours of watching.
Yeah.
The Guru.
Oh my god. Yeah. No, it's million. It's not thousand.
Millions.
Yeah. And the
It's the beer.
3 zeros, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you guys watch it?
Nope.
No.
Sorry, y'all are like
yeah.
asking us all this
That-
stuff.
I mean,
and we
No,
watched
well,
it
to
and
be
we're
fair, I'm
well,
like, look, I get if
You're not missing out on anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
You just missed
To
out
be-
on the cool maneuvering of the chainsaw. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
That was the only great thing about the
Yeah,
movie.
no.
Like, if you had a
And
chainsaw.
I don't expect everybody to have as much free time as I do to binge everything. So it's like so I get it.
Is it
And this is one that you can skip. So
Yeah, you can skip it. Based
Yeah.
on Oscar's recommendation. You
Mhm.
can skip it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, all right. So we're gonna talk about like our Batman review, but I thought this was pretty interesting.
Who's Matt Reeves? Is that the Twilight guy?
No. That's
The one who produced the movie?
Yes.
Okay.
The other one's Pattinson. What's his first name?
Oh, yeah, something
Robert?
Pat.
Robert Pattinson.
Robert
yeah.
Pattinson,
Robert
right.
Pattinson is the Batman.
Yeah, the Bob.
Yeah. So he doesn't want
Twilight
to introduce Superman, which is actually a good thing. So that way we can get to see like all the villains from like the actual Batman series, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah. So I would love to see that. Yeah,
But
and
they
then
said
we'll,
no.
we'll get more into the Batman conversation
Yeah,
whenever
we
we
will.
get to that folder.
I have.
Yeah. Okay, so I saw this post on Facebook. Remember we said like the only reason to use Facebook is for memes, and I was like, what the fuck, like it had never occurred to me. So I was like, screw
Okay.
it. So I like there was a post that's like, hey, stop what you're doing and Google why chainsaws were invented,
Okay.
and then bam, doctors invented them to remove pelvic bones easier.
Ooh.
Would you have guessed that?
No, I have seen movies where they use that, but I thought it was more of a we can use what we use to cut trees
during
to cut the bone.
childbirth.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
just, it's
Dang,
fucking
women
terrible.
Are just getting just like on this podcast, man. I don't know. Like women are just getting shit on a little.
What
bit.
are you talking about?
Wait, what she
she's attacking us about the women comments.
Oh, but wait, how did that go to whip? Because of
yeah,
childbirth?
yeah, because
Threw
it
it
was
in
used to
there.
like because it's for childbirth or whatever. Or where did you read that? Oh, see, yeah, look
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there to help
childbirth.
with childbirth. Yeah,
But how does that relate to women?
about that women just get the shorter end of the stick.
No, the short end of the chainsaw.
Look, you're here. You got you're an honorary guest.
Yeah.
We gave you nasty beer. And
I just had to get a little dig in there.
Yeah.
We bring women so they can trash talk men.
Yeah.
We try to be as
Damn.
even as possible.
Yeah, no, but to be honest, I had told Danny when we were doing this, I'm like, it'd be cool to have like a stationary woman here, you know.
Yeah.
But it's just like women aren't really that funny.
They're not.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't talk that much, so yeah, it's just like I'm just sitting there.
I'm
like,
just kidding. That was a joke.
If you're a woman and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. You need to represent.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, if you're a woman, sound off right now.
Yeah, because you need to defend. You need to defend your species.
Your species.
There was a movie. Oh, wasn't it?
Your gender.
No. But it was that movie on Netflix. The kids with the demon.
Stranger Things.
The Stranger Things. Doesn't he call the girls another species and she hears them and she gets mad?
I don't remember that, but
Yeah.
that sounds
I think
sounds about right.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
he
you
does
remember
that.
women for years have been always on like that. Men are from Mars or something.
Yeah.
Or no, Jupiter.
I
or
have
something
that book.
about being stupider.
Oh, I haven't read it though, so I don't know if it says that.
No, it was like a playground thing that they're all like
Oh,
like you
okay.
know like men are from Mars and women girls are from Venus. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah,
like a
that's what
little
it's
little
called.
chance or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, but whatever.
Who's from
Like-
Uranus?
Esteban. So, talking about space, you know, Futurama. So, they
yeah.
won the battle. Bender's
did.
going to be back in Futurama.
He's back.
I thought that was pretty cool.
That's cool. He
I-
got-
I
Is that
j-
the one that wanted to get paid more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's because he made the show. Like, if
Yeah.
anybody who's watched Futurama, like, he made the show. And he deserves to get paid more. So, I'm glad that they did. And then, bam, look at this. So it says,
Say it aloud for
so
the
it
peeps.
says, so it's Bender walking across like two robot chicks, and he's like, Bender, honey, we love you, and he's like, shut up, baby, I know it.
Well, dang.
Yeah. Oh, so this folder, I titled it like movie stuff or like for shows or whatever, and this was kind of like just sad. So I don't know.
Is
So
that real?
yeah, well, have you ever seen like I Am Legend? Whenever they have the dog.
Yeah.
It's just like special effects just do so much, but this is so sad just to see a dude like that.
I mean,
I hope he got paid good.
I was thinking the exact
He doesn't even
same
look healthy.
thing.
Like,
No,
he
he-
looks really like I don't know.
Yeah, I know it looks weird as hell.
It does.
Yeah,
How did they
What
see
else?
through the
Oh!
suit?
I don't know if this is confirmed.
I saw that.
It was on Instagram.
I saw
You
that.
know,
Dude, I know.
they're making another I Am Legend, and they're saying Michael B. Jordan's gonna be in it.
Because there were two endings on I
Yeah,
Am
yeah.
Legend, so I'm
So-
guessing this would be referring to the one where he survives.
Yeah, so there's one. Yeah, I read
I
through
didn't
the
know there was
I read
two endings.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
read through the comments, and a lot of people were like, "But he died." I'm like, "No, there's two endings."
two endings.
On one, like he
Really?
blows up inside
Yeah.
the bunker or whatever,
Yeah.
and on another, like he leaves with her.
And he gives up. Remember the little what they call, like, they were kind of like vampires, right? I think they were kind of like vampires or something.
They're like
The infected people?
they're like mutants,
okay.
but
Well,
they were their
yeah,
skin like was
the one he had there. He gives it to them.
Mhm.
And remember how there was one who wanted it back?
Oh, yeah.
And he goes. They leave when he gives it to them. They let
Yeah.
him leave.
yeah, because remember like he's
Oh,
like
he
chasing them
returns
because of the
her.
girl.
He returns.
Yeah, because the guy
Oh.
wanted the girl back.
Well, that
yeah.
makes sense if he lived because then they wouldn't have a reason to like blow him up.
Yeah.
Or, like, oh.
Yeah, and it was cool because that's actually like one of the.
Is that like bonus features or something, or where
No,
did y'all
it
see
was just
that?
a
No,
tip-
so
completely
I
different
remember the first
thing.
time I watched it. I watched whenever he survived.
Oh,
No, the
wow.
one I watched was when he blows up.
Yeah.
I think that was
Yeah,
the common
I've
one.
always seen
Yeah,
And I
so-
think then they did the other one.
It's just like with the butterfly effect.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
one
remember there's
tripped me
one
out
where
too.
like he kills himself in the womb, which I didn't like, and then there's another one wherever like he just cusses her out. He says that if if she ever talks to him that he'll kill her,
Yeah.
and then later on they cross paths, and I thought that was a
I
cool
thought that was the first ending
Yeah.
I saw, and then when I downloaded allegedly, and I saw the other one,
and it was on YouTube in
YouTube
Spanish.
for free in Spanish.
Yeah.
it had the other one, and I was like, no.
Yeah, I don't like that ending.
no,
I don't like
didn't
that ending. I don't like that ending. But yeah, so I was reading the comments, and a lot of people didn't know that there
Yeah.
was another ending.
Yeah.
You know, so there was a really really funny comment that I stripped.
Yeah.
Somebody was all like, "Missed opportunity for an I Am Legend 2, but TOO."
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah. So hopefully, it's just a lot of people were complaining because like there's nothing really original going on. Mostly everything's a reboot. So they're all like, here they go again. But this will be pretty cool. If
Well, it would
was
be
still
interesting because
included.
what you call it, mutated or whatever, it seems like they showed some level of reasoning.
Yeah. No, it's because this is genuine. Because it's like they look like they're meant to be like zombies, but they're not.
Yeah.
And like it started off with a lady trying to cure cancer,
Mm-hmm.
and just like it ended up mutating people into like these things.
Yeah.
You know, so it's actually pretty cool. I would like to see.
No, the
how
movie
they
was
would run
great.
it.
So
Yeah.
as long as they keep with the same.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. You know,
We'll see what
all in due time. Yeah. So it says the U.S. women's team and the men are finally gonna get paid the exact same thing. You know, it's cool for like in the U.S. that they can afford to pay them. It makes sense. You know, because I think the
Yeah.
women has won like 7 times while the men haven't even placed. So
Yeah.
it's nice to see.
It's because they do
That
need
makes
more
more sense.
competitors.
Yeah, I genuinely think a lot has to do with like marketing and stuff. They're not given the same dues
They're
that
not.
everybody else is done.
You know, you feel that like you get Mexico and the U.S. here in Houston.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fill
yeah,
it up
of course.
instantly.
Mhm.
But you do Mexico U.S. women.
Yeah,
you might
but
fill
no,
it
but
up, not
I
much well.
genuinely think a lot has to do with just the simple fact of
It's
getting
'cause-
it in front of people.
Well, it's because the other thing is like they're doing good as a team, right? But for the game to be fun, they need to go against another team that's good. So for
Oh
the
yeah, because
sport,
they're fucking
yeah.
dominating.
So for the sport to grow, you need competition throughout the world.
But-
so it's not just
but
the
for-
U.S. You
to,
need like
to that, Danny, I respond to you. I was like, but have you ever seen commercials for it?
No.
Have you ever seen any? I'm telling you, the marketing for the women's is so bad that they sued
No.
to get paid more, and they won their lawsuit because
I-
they're clearly being treated badly.
I agree
Yeah.
that marketing would improve it. I'm saying that you for like say like the World Cup, that's 32 teams. If out of those 32, only 2 or 3 are good, then you kind of know how everything's going to run,
Yeah.
right? So what I'm saying is like for the sport to grow, you need teams that are good all over the world. And that's going to make it better and better and more people will be attracted to it.
Once again, if they paid them more, there would be more people willing to go
Perhaps.
into these fields. That's the thing, Danny. Is just the thing.
Perhaps.
If they're not giving the because like it's literally like with a
Yeah,
small
but you-
business.
Yeah,
no,
but
no,
you just
'cause
said
it's like
that
a
the
small
U.S.
business.
can afford that, right? But
They're
need-
the only ones who are getting paid more. Not the other
Right.
countries are not going to change anything.
Por eso, that's what I'm saying. So as long as the other countries don't do that, then they're not going to have good teams, and then there's not going to be like when you look at something like
So no,
Braz-
no, it's I'm telling you, it does not matter if there's better teams elsewhere.
It does because then you don't attract viewers.
No.
People
If
won't
the
go see the
money
match.
isn't being put behind them, you're not even gonna see it.
people won't see
You're
the
not,
match.
Danny. Who's the second team?
Who is the second?
I'm
team?
asking you because
Yeah, who is it?
No, I'm asking you because this will literally prove my point that it does not matter if the second place is still great. You don't know who they are because the marketing is so bad.
Right,
So
but-
it doesn't matter if there's like a million great teams if they're not showing it to
Right,
you.
but they make money from people who go watch the game personally and from
Yes.
people who watch it on TV.
But we're
If
talking-
if those numbers don't increase, then they won't get a pay increase. And so all I'm saying is that
So how will it increase if the channels aren't pushing women's soccer like they push men's
what I'm
soccer?
saying
That's
is
the whole point.
That's what I'm trying to get. But you're not listening. I'm saying is you
to
can
grow your business, I keep repeating,
No, but-
marketing is everything.
right.
Like if they don't market
right.
these things,
But look,
it will
okay,
never
wait.
change.
When you have like Mexico or any of the good, like Argentina or any of the good teams.
No, it's
let,
like
let me finish.
your comment literally
Let
says
me
that the
finish.
women aren't good.
I didn't say women aren't
You
good.
said because there's no
So
great
you're-
teams. That's
you're-
what you're saying.
you're
You're saying
not-
they're not great. That's why I'm
You're not
asking.
letting me finish. I'm saying if you see like Argentina or Brazil play against a team like Trinidad and Tobago who don't do any good,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to fill the stadium because you know who's going to win, right? So what I'm saying is when you have Brazil and Argentina, you fill the stadium. When you have Mexico and the US, you fill the stadium. When you have a World Cup with like 32 teams like Germany, England, Spain, Argentina, all these amazing teams, it attracts people. But when you have the Women's World Cup, you may have like Canada, you may have the US, you have a few other teams, but the rest are not going to bring anything to the table. So it brings less people. So all I'm saying is that for you to attract more viewers, yes, you have to market it, but you also need better teams who
So-
you can compete against.
So do you think
Otherwise,
you
people won't
think
go
you
see
think
it.
before it was broadcasted on TV, before it was marketed as great as they are, you think the team started off like gigantic, or were they also took time to
It takes time.
establish themselves?
Of course it takes
so
time.
they have had time to establish themselves.
Right.
They've just never been marketed. It doesn't matter
Right.
how great the other teams are because they're probably all great. I'm pretty sure any of the
Well,
women.
you say
on the
probably, but that means you don't know.
Of course,
Well,
I
there
don't
you-
know
that's
because
why exactly-
nobody's ever marketed towards me.
Right. Well, why don't you? But you know there is a women's soccer team. You could just go watch it. You can look it up.
So-
you can go
so-
to the soccer team women's matches. You know the dates.
okay,
and
so
watch
so soccer teams just market it directly to me, not everybody else, because
No,
it's
not
not
to
about
you.
one individual. I'm talking about.
So you
in
didn't know there was
general.
women's soccer teams for the past 20 years? Everybody knows there are. People don't watch it, but you can look it up. When
I
there's
don't
such a-
watch men's soccer,
Right.
So it does not matter. Like I
Exactly.
don't care.
Exactly.
What I'm saying, the thing
how many
is,
women watch soccer? How many men watch soccer?
Yo, as many freaking. It's not,
Who watches more soccer, men or women?
I'm pretty sure there's statistics to that.
Who
I'm not
does
gonna
more? I will
answer.
tell you.
Well,
Men watch more soccer than
Google
women.
it. Google it, but it doesn't matter. Like honestly, like
Ding, 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 ding.
everything has to do with marketing, and they haven't been given. That's why they sued and they won. If they were being
Yeah, but they're in
treated
the US.
equally, exactly. That's what we're
Exactly.
talking about. That's what we're
Exactly.
talking about. Am I
There you go.
talking about
Male,
freaking?
42%. Avid fan, casual fan, 43%. Female,
Avid fan.
See, the avid fan.
Yeah, avid fan,
49.
42%.
All right, and the casual fan, it's
Add them
it's-
up. 80, that's 85% versus 15 plus 49, that's like 64%.
That's,
And this is
That's
avid
okay.
fan. The avid fans are the ones who fucking travel to watch the team. So obviously, men are gonna get more attention because men get more viewership. Now, you want more women attention. You need
mean,
more
I think
women
Daniel,
viewership.
if
But not women
no,
viewership.
if I open a fucking restaurant and I make the best fucking burgers in the world,
Right.
No one's gonna know about it unless it's marketed correctly.
Right. But
So
the
that's
it's a
no,
huge
that's just the
difference,
step.
Austin.
No, that's the separation between what
difference,
I'm
'cause-
saying with you, because you have 100 years of the biggest,
Right.
like the World
It takes
Cup.
time. I'm not
The thing is,
arguing
like,
with the time.
You're literally no,
You're
'cause-
saying what you're saying. No, but you're forgetting one thing. When you make a burger, you sell the burger. People eat it, they like it. A sport, you can have the most amazing team, but if you have no one to play with, no one's gonna watch you. Why would they watch you destroy another team? Like a lot of literally the women's soccer team, in a lot of the times they slaughter the other teams. They beat them 5-0, 4-0. Nobody's gonna watch that. People want to see the competition aspect. It's like if you watch,
in the sport,
it doesn't matter which
Y'all
sport
are
it is.
both right
No,
though.
Like, it doesn't matter
fun
which.
thing.
The
You
thing-
can
no,
watch.
The thing is, all right,
Look,
look,
okay,
If,
look.
if they were getting fucking paid pennies compared to their competitors, I'm like, most of these athletes are ridiculous. They can go into any other field and make way more money.
Mira.
Why would somebody go into something knowing that, especially when you're that gifted, like sticking to these freaking guidelines that you're not gonna get promoted, you're not gonna get the dues that you are freaking earned.
Look, you have to look at the men teams. You have players within the same team. Some men make like 40K a year, and in the same team you can have one player who makes much more than the whole team combined, and that's because he's that famous. Because of his brand, he sells his brand.
And
how did
because
he get
his
that
brand is promoted that way. The thing is that when you build your character up for so long, it's
But
like
because he's good.
he sells his name,
But he's good.
but he sells his. That's fucking light went
Ah.
out. Damn.
Every time we're arguing, something breaks.
All right,
I'm tired of this.
Hold on. All right, get this slide and put it on top of that one. Let's keep rolling. Fuck this.
Oh, we keep rolling.
Yeah, we're gonna keep rolling.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we're on fire.
Everybody, take. So for those who are listening,
No. So once again, look. No. You just pull it out. Just pull it out.
so
No. The whole thing. Just slide it out.
slide it back.
Guys,
There you go.
The
Look
lights
at
went
that,
out
bro.
because the
Wait,
argument
so-
got too heated, guys.
Wait a moment. For those who are listening,
And turn the light up.
isn't it already up?
No, it shouldn't.
No, like
No,
the
brightness
the
of it?
brightness.
Yeah, the brightness. of it.
It's a little red one, the one that has a little red in it, and then you spin it.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
There you
still
go.
need more.
Okay.
For those who are
We're gonna get a little
listening,
darker now.
Yeah, for those who are listening,
I guess.
I think that's the highest it gets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for those who are listening, one of our lights died out,
Yeah.
so we got darker,
Yeah.
and we moved lights around. All right. Where were you?
Yeah.
Was I
So
speaking or were you
once
speaking?
again,
Go ahead.
you prove my point about how
Which
it's
point?
marketing.
Tell me which point.
Because they sell themselves, right? Ronaldinho, freaking Ronaldo, all of them.
Right.
You don't give a shit
And they play
what
on the
team they're in.
Right.
Their fans are gonna.
And
follow
where did they
wherever
play?
go. Huh?
Where did they play and against who they play? That's how they got popular.
People
they have to
don't
be
give a
good.
crap who they're playing against. They're fucking gods amongst men.
Right,
Like
but-
every time they play, like literally, like whenever,
Mira,
like
when
Brazil
you
plays
have-
against
when
Mexico,
you
you already
have-
know they're gonna
listen.
lose, but they still sell out.
Listen, when you have like a match like Portugal versus Argentina, and you have Ronaldo on Portugal's side, and you have Messi on Argentina's side, that you might not even go.
I
for-
like how you name two people exactly, and you don't name anybody else to prove the point how marketing matters so much.
Of course
like,
it matters.
Honestly, right now,
But
like,
how are you gonna market If I like, I just
How are
told
you gonna
listen,
market like literally the last years
Escúchame.
with the
Listen,
I forget what the hell her name is,
I-
the lady with the pixie haircut with the purple hair.
I forgot her
right?
name. Yeah,
like
because
everybody knew her
exactly,
fucking name.
Exactly.
And because why? Because they finally showed one person because the marketing was finally doing something.
she worked for it.
Yes, because
Okay.
they marketed her correctly.
Good for her.
So keep doing that.
I know they all have to do it though, not just the U.S.
Who says they're not? Just because you're not seeing it doesn't mean it's not happening.
When did I say that it's not happening?
You said you have to do it.
Did
You
I
have to do it. That means it's not being done.
You have to do it. They're done. Are they done?
So then why are
Are
you
they done?
arguing the marketing
Are they
aspect
done?
of things?
Are they done?
No.
Exactly. So they have to keep doing it. You just said what I just said. They have to keep doing it.
That's not even your argument. Your argument is that all the other countries aren't doing enough. That's your whole argument is the other countries aren't doing enough.
My argument is very simple. It's a sport. There is a competition element to it. If only a few teams are good, the sport is not going to grow.
See, once again, you're just trashing all the other teams. Like,
I am trashing a lot of the other teams.
You don't watch it. You don't know. You don't know. That's the thing. It's like we don't know.
Oscar, look, you can look it up. I'm not making it up. You don't have the same competitive element as a World Cup on the women's soccer teams as you do with the men.
So does Little League compete with the fucking Giants, or do you have to?
Are you saying women are not giants? Or what do you mean by they're not competing with the Giants?
The Giants like Messi,
right?
Like Ronaldo, like
right?
You mean to tell me that? No, that's my point to you.
Right. What's your point?
My point to you is literally like with the budget amount that everything is given. It's like, do you know
because they bring
Little
viewership and they bring people to watch the game.
The only reason they were given viewership was because it was male dominated, and women have never been given the opportunity to show otherwise.
Because
that's why marketing
time.
Matters. You haven't given them enough time. You haven't given them that money.
Right. So you need time. You just said men had 100 years to build this up. Okay, women are not going to do it overnight.
No. You cannot take my argument and then just be like, yeah, but all the other teams fucking blow.
A lot of them do. Have you not seen how the women's team beat the other teams? Like 5-0? Who's going to go pay to see that?
Can it just be that?
Nobody pays to go see that. No, nobody pays to go see that. When
Is
Mexico,
it also that women are trying to catch up still? Like maybe they haven't.
It takes time.
How would it happen?
What?
How would they get better? Right? If you give them more funding,
and people go see them.
Better people.
You have to go see them. If nobody sees them, they're not gonna get more money.
But I think like marketing, I guess like y'all both like if you measure things
it's just the thing is like you cannot make money if you're not marketing it,
and you cannot make money if nobody goes sees you.
Showing anything, you can't do anything.
But you have to do something that sparks that interest in marketing. Like if you're not doing something that's new or like innovative or impressive as an athlete,
so
then
if males dominate the sport and every man is always being all like, oh, well, you know, nobody watches. Exactly. No, so that's why things are finally changing. But the thing is, like, if a man tells you, well, nobody watches women play, nobody's going to pay to go see the women. Like, the women aren't good enough. They're not as entertaining as men. If you keep repeating the exact same bullshit, nothing's ever going to change.
It takes time to change. And you have to prove the change.
And how did it happen? Other than this fucking lawsuit, they would have never changed.
Right. But it takes time to change.
Because a man keeps saying that, like, they're not entertaining. They're not entertaining. No, you know what? You know what? The men, like, who have daughters, show them the teams. The way marketing should be done, I would literally put, these freaking, like, these stars and have them playing with kids.
I just told you.
Spark that thing for women. It's called marketing.
Yes,
and I keep telling you,
told you.
Unless they have money, they're never going to be able to go well.
Oscar, I just told you. If you have someone like Argentina playing against some of the little island teams in South America, nobody watches them. Not because, they're men, people are going to watch them. Because there is no competitive element to it. It has
happened in the U.S. Literally just focus more on the U.S. aspect of it. There's teams in every state.
Yes, but
this happened in the U.S.
No, the U.S. soccer team.
No, the U.S.
The picture you show is the U.S. soccer team. It's not the state teams that what you showed. The picture is right there.
No,
the U.S. men and women's soccer teams. They're talking about the World Cups.
Whenever they're not playing the World Cups, they literally go back to their own team.
They have the U.S. flag on.
The thing is, they're getting paid the same as the men.
Right.
In the U.S. That's
Right.
what it's saying. It's not saying
I
that
know, but then
only when they're playing in the World Cup they're getting
Oscar,
they're saying
they have the U.S. flag and the U.S.
and what
uniform.
happens when they're not playing like for the world team?
I don't know what happens, but
It's the exact same thing that happens in Mexico when they're not playing for the Mexico team.
Right.
They go back to their teams.
Right, but
now they're finally getting paid the
Okay.
same because in the U.S.
Okay, but I
the
brought
men's
up-
team is dog shit and they get millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Right, that's fine. You can take away their money. The same thing applies. And I just told you, if you have little teams from South America or from Asia or from Africa or even the European ones, and they're not good, it doesn't matter that they're men. They're not going to be watched. People want to see the competitive element.
Of the Dynamo and the Galaxy?
And they go the
state
same
by
as
state.
And you're telling me that they pull the same as like Manchester United versus Real Madrid.
We're not
Why not?
talking about other countries. We're talking about the U.S.
No,
Danny.
I'm not talking about
this.
the US.
Literally, it's comparing the U.S. to the U.S.
Oscar.
This is just about the
No,
U.S.
No. They're comparing the world team of men and then the world team of women.
The
world
U.S.
team.
The U.S. No, not any other country.
No, the
other
team.
country is it's not
Oscar.
happening to anybody else.
Oscar, the team that plays the World Cups. I'm not talking about the small teams. This is the team that goes and plays against other countries.
Yes.
They have the U.S. uniform in the picture. Look at the picture.
Yes.
That's the U.S. uniform with the U.S. flag. This isn't Houston versus Dallas.
Where on there does it say world team? It says national team, literally right there.
The
Where does it say?
Which team is this?
What does it say right here?
Did you read that?
It says national team.
Did you read that? Like right now out loud. Because all I see is the team that plays internationally. You even talk about the girl with the pink hair. That's all they've been fighting. That they won the World Cup and the U.S. team didn't even make it to the World Cup. I'm not talking about just within the U.S. I've been telling you, if you want people to go and watch the U.S. team to go play against all these other teams in the world, you need good teams everywhere else. If there is no competitive
about
element,
the U.S., Danny, it's not just the people.
And I'm
who go
talking
compete
about soccer in
anywhere
general.
else. We're talking about the team here in the U.S.
And that's not what we're talking about, though.
Yes, it is.
That's what you're talking about now.
That's what I said from the very beginning.
Oscar, in the very beginning, I even said...
The very beginning, we mentioned how they are getting paid the same, and then you're like, well, all the other nations aren't going to do the same because they're not as good. And then I'm like, well, they should market them better. You said everybody else sucks because whenever they play against the women, they get slaughtered.
Well, when you watch the recording, you see that I never said all the other teams. I said that...
You said they all lose 5-0.
I said, have you seen the team beat so many of them 5-0?
You said no one's gonna come watch this because the women get slaughtered against them.
Yeah, there is a lot.
So what does that mean? Everybody else sucks, but them.
I didn't say everybody. I said most. I said most. I gave you some names too. I said Canada does good. The U.S. does good, and there's a few other Europeans that does good. I didn't say all of them, but you're not gonna pull 32 teams that will attract the whole world to go and travel to a country and watch the games. And I just literally told you, you can have Portugal versus Argentina, and you got people who are not from Argentina, who are not from Portugal, and they're going to go watch it just because they know they have players like Messi and Ronaldo playing against each other. Why? Because they love Messi and Ronaldo? It's because they watch the competitive element.
Movies who have amazing marketing campaigns make more money
yes, but
than terrible movies who have that have all the budget in the fucking world.
But they didn't.
That's the thing. The thing is that you clearly
they didn't start famous
that.
though. You think Messi just played one game and he suddenly became like, oh, everybody loves him? It took a long time.
They got drafted at like fucking 18. They were started off and they're always like first draft picks.
Yeah.
Like they do start amazingly.
You think he went on?
They do start amazingly. What are you
he
talking about? He's not the best at the very beginning or the highest paid.
Well,
but they're
exactly.
literally their
So
eyes are on.
So no hard work.
At the very yes, it's hard work.
Well then,
he worked his ass off.
there you go. And
Well,
they worked their ass off and they got what they wanted. And you're gonna need that everywhere. You're gonna need them to work their ass off, or it's not gonna happen. And that's what I've been saying. You need a good soccer team.
The women haven't been working their ass off. That's what you guys got.
You compare 20 years or less for the women versus 100 years of establishment. How are you going to get the same thing
Did
overnight?
I compare the skill level or did I say the marketing was terrible?
And I
That's
said...
all I've been saying the entire time. That the women haven't had their just due. They're great. And the thing is, like, there would be more of them if the marketing was so much better.
Right.
That's all I've been saying.
Right. And I said...
And you keep saying, but they suck, but they suck, but they suck.
I never said that. You can watch the replay. I said that the marketing...
That's what is implied.
But you keep interrupting me.
That's implied.
No, you imply that. Ask me what I meant, and I'll tell you. And again, watch the replay. You'll know.
People
I'm telling
comment
you.
below, just comment below, because honestly, whenever you say that the team's gonna come and lose 5-0, that implies that they suck.
Didn't I just say Mexico beat Trinidad and Tobago like 10-0 and the stadium was empty?
You said against
Okay,
the
it's the
U.S.
same thing here. It's the same thing here. If you have teams who are amazing playing against teams who are not, people don't go spend money for that. Why would you? There is no competitive element. And I keep telling you, you can have the most amazing marketing. If you're not good, nobody's gonna.
We never seen it because they never done it. They never done it,
Dude,
They never done it.
Literally, the women's like face are more known than the men's face. Tell me
One face is
how
more
many
known.
men faces you know of the men team?
There's like that one who
Tell me
always
one.
scores on Mexico. I don't remember his name, but
He doesn't play anymore. He retired a long time ago.
Wait,
Tell me
I
one
don't
that is
like-
current.
I don't know.
And you know the girl with the pink hair. How do you know more women than men?
Because I told you
Then-
I don't know soccer, but I know freaking
But you know the
lawsuits
women
and fucking
one.
payments.
Well, they don't have that bad PR if you know at least one of them and you don't know any men. They have to have some marketing if you at least know one of them.
Yeah, because
Well, there you go.
because I'm not even the base for either of them, so
But
I'm
you
a
know
terrible
one.
example. I'm a terrible example for this.
Okay.
So but I can be objective. I can be objective. I'm telling you, you have never seen a marketing campaign behind them.
No.
So you cannot even
But
put
they were
apples to oranges.
because they were actually good. They
the
actually
women's
said
weren't good. Got it.
One of the first things you said was that they were doing better than the men team. Okay, that helped them. If they weren't better than the men team, they would not get the marketing that they wanted to get.
So they won like 7 years in a row or whatever, like something dramatic like that.
Okay.
And they didn't deserve a little more fucking PR.
Let me ask you something. Why do you
They
think
deserve it. They're just not getting
Let
it.
me ask you
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Let me ask
The
something,
thing
both
is-
of you. Why do you think they won 7 years in a
Because
row?
they're fucking good.
And what, the other teams are not good?
They're
You're
not
saying
better
that
than
the
them.
women?
They're not better than them.
You're saying the women in the other countries
Yo,
are not good?
Tom Brady
Isn't
has
that what I
made it
just
to the
said in the
Super
past
Bowl how
30
many
fucking
times?
minutes?
Had Tom
That's
Brady
what I
and-
just
and
said.
come on, how many
They
times-
beat
how
the
many
shit out of
times-
everyone. I just said that like for the last 20 minutes. They win
You're
so
probably not
easily.
Did
going to get the
I
same quality team
ever
and
say that?
coaching from El
That's what I'm
Salvador.
trying to say. You
Like, I
need
would know
you
them
need
from the U.S.
you
They're
need a
better.
competitive element or you're not going to get viewership.
get
If you
both
don't get
right.
viewership,
So
you don't get
no,
money.
Danny, no. You build better competitors with more marketing because you open the fucking windows for everybody to come in. That's how it works. You want more people in your house, you open windows.
Dude.
You don't fucking shut
Okay,
everything
I
down.
tell
Be
you
like,
what.
until you guys
I tell you
can
what.
get in, I'll open
Okay,
doors.
stop recording podcasts and just do marketing. That's it. You need good content. You can have the best marketing in the world.
Danny,
if your
there's
content
like
sucks,
a billion
nobody's gonna watch
podcasts
it.
that nobody ever plays because they don't have a marketing campaign.
and there are
so
also-
literally your argument is literally defeatist. It makes no sense.
Question: how much money have you spent in marketing for this podcast, and how many subscribers did you get? Why? Marketing is everything. You should just for every $100 you throw, you should get like 20 subs.
Danny, if
marketing,
if,
right?
If we weren't posting as much as we do, you want to know where we'd be at.
0.
So if
Right.
we didn't fucking market it,
Right.
how the fuck?
And if
Even, we can make that
hey,
like star quality
hey,
fucking podcast.
and if we were
if we don't
hey,
market it,
hey,
we'd be fucked.
And if we were fucking boring, you think they would come and you think they would watch?
Yeah.
Hey, where's the credit for the fans who also participate
That's
in
what
the
I just said,
marketing?
yeah.
Because the content is quality.
There you
okay?
go. So you need good quality. You absolutely need good
Thank
quality.
See, of no one is saying that you wouldn't. All right, but the difference
But
is
you keep
the di-
saying
no,
that
no,
all
no,
you
no,
need
no,
is
no.
marketing and automatically everything would like
That
you
is-
have everything's
no,
amazing.
No,
You don't.
no,
You need more than
no,
that.
no. You know what marketing does? Joe down the street is all like, "Oh, I can start a podcast from home. I'm gonna start my own podcast." That's what marketing does too.
Okay.
It's not just about making yourself better. The thing is, for the soccer teams to
Yeah, but
grow,
you're not gonna
you
do
need
overnight.
more kids. Obviously,
You need-
obviously you need to start now. Give them more money now.
Right.
So
I'm not-
why the fuck are we? Oh.
dude,
Like literally, we said, all right, if you're not marketing correctly, no kid is ever gonna want to fucking play.
right. But
So if girls don't know that there's women teams, how the fuck are they gonna play?
okay, I'm not saying for there not to be any teams.
No, but you're saying that there's not good enough players.
It's
Well, there's
because-
not good enough players because little girls don't know they can play.
right. Right. So you have to give
So
them the
marketing.
opportunity. I never said don't market. I'm saying that it's important to have viewership. They can market it to you, and if nobody wants to go see them, so what? And I just showed
They
you
have never
who
been
has more
given,
viewership.
Yes,
Men
yes,
or women?
because men dominated the fucking TV airwaves.
all
They
right.
control what goes out, and they've never been given the opportunity
Okay.
that they deserve. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Give them the fucking opportunity. Stop saying
Okay.
that they're not good enough.
I
Let
didn't
us
say
see
they
that
weren't
they're not good enough.
I said that you need competitive element for people
That
to
means you're
actually go
not
see
fucking
it.
good enough.
Yes, you need competitive element.
We got
you
it.
just said they
We
won
got it.
7 years
We got
in a
them,
row.
ladies and gentlemen. We got them.
No, you didn't get shit. Watch the replay.
You
You, haven't got
just-
shit.
You just said.
And you just said
You
that
just-
they won 7 years in a row. Why do you think that's the case? Because the
they're
other team suck?
gods.
Is that what you
They're
implied?
fucking amazing. No, you can be amazing and kick everybody else's ass. Fucking Mike Tyson was dominating his fucking field. All the fucking boxers that go 50-0. You think everybody else is dog shit? No, they're just not better than him.
Okay, and who gets the most attention? The ones who are better. Okay, now look at who is
You
better.
just proved my point.
No, you just proved my point. People want to see fucking good content.
You want to know what happened whenever he like, you know.
You
he-
think
he-
if I
he
fought
reaches
Mike Tyson,
10
he would pull all the people he pulled?
You win 10-0. You know what? More people come see you. You win 20-0. More people come see you. You win 30-0. Your fucking game paid half a million for your fucking
Right,
fight.
but if-
that's how it fucking works. That's
Right.
what marketing does for
Right,
people.
but if you go and you beat someone in one
You're
punch,
right, but not if it's boring.
that's what I'm trying to
Y'all are
get.
both
But this
right.
fool don't
Oh
want,
my God,
he
they
wants
are
to be
both
like,
right,
no,
guys.
it doesn't matter if
Please
it's
tell
boring.
me.
As long as you put money into it, people
no one
like
is
it.
saying it's not boring or whatever. But the thing is,
Yeah,
look,
it can be boring. And that's what I've been
a
saying
regular
since the
soccer
beginning.
match can be fucking boring.
It has-
when they
okay.
fucking ended like 0-0 or whatever, like if nobody's getting close, it's all fucking boring. It's the exact
Right.
same thing.
It can be
You
boring.
can say that exact same argument for
Right.
everything.
And I just told you, I even gave you examples of men sports games where they're men and the game is boring.
Without marketing to people, how are they gonna get better, Danny?
They need marketing. I never said you don't need marketing.
You said I'm
I
asking
said
you.
you
no,
need competitive
how
element.
are they gonna get better?
I told you, you cannot, even if you have the best marketing, if you do not produce good content, you're not going to pull the viewers. If you don't pull the viewers, you're not going to make money, and then nobody's going to want to sponsor you or give you money for it.
One
So-
viral video on TikTok is usually what can attract, like big brands and stuff. Like, it's so unpredictable.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing about it. But, like, I mean, yeah, like Houston used to have like a female basketball team. They used to have the Comets. They unfortunately went out of business because they weren't bringing in enough people, enough marketing. You know what
So,
I mean? But the
my
thing
thing-
is,
No,
basketball,
My thing is
like-
this.
is
Let me
perfect.
just
No,
say
this is
one
perfect.
quick thing.
They're paid by the city. You honestly think the city ran out of money?
Let me-
no, they just
well,
decided not
okay,
to fund
But
them to
there
give
was-
them better
there was-
coaches.
There wasn't enough people going
Okay,
to the
but
game.
let me say one thing. You want
Unfortunately.
you want the women team to make more money? Go watch them play.
Yeah.
You sit here and say, give them more money. Go give them money. Go
No
watch their
one
game.
did
You pay for the
any
ticket.
of that. No one did any of that. They
That's
sued.
what I'm saying. Go do it.
They sued the organization
Okay.
and fucking won
You
because
have
they
1 minute.
proved.
You have 1 minute.
They proved
Before
that
this
they
thing has
weren't
to be
being
restarted.
treated equally. They won
Okay.
their fucking lawsuit.
Fine.
If you want to get paid more, fucking sue. Prove that you're better than them and they're not giving you
All
your
right.
due.
And then keep playing good so you can attract people to go see you. Because then you're going to be paid more for a year and then you'll flail out. That's what's going to happen.
Bam to both of those because they're both right.
Damn, that wasn't even meant to be a guru.
That was
pit.
not a
that was
guru
that was
pit.
good. That was
Yeah.
good. You know, you got the blood flowing. You know.
Look, but it's funny because, like, I guess it's good that people don't know, but the cameras, we have to refresh every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So we can't argue for more than 30. The
Yeah.
camera forces us to stop. So I guess that's a good thing. We'll be here
Why
all
is
night.
that? Like it overheats or what?
So I think the frame rate that this one's going at, just to protect itself, it just cuts it
Oh,
off.
okay.
Yeah,
just
it
from
cuts off
overheating.
the file at 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So we have otherwise we just argue like for 10 hour podcast.
That would have, exactly. You know, and like for the dedicated people would love that.
Yeah, one day. But speaking of Guru Pit, you guys.
Oh yeah, y'all submitted the
Y'all
last
submitted
one.
a Guru Pit last time about the Valentine. Well, actually, it was 2 episodes ago, but
was
we
a-
were too into the dating apps and stuff. We forgot, so we apologize.
Only Danny with his fucking notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you wanted to clarify something?
No, I don't know. I guess. Okay.
Did we misunderstand what you meant?
No, I feel like it's just like it's one of those things where it depends on like your situation. Like, do you
Yeah, yeah.
have a girl who's like more high maintenance or someone who's more laid back? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
I have a
it
question.
Yeah,
depends.
What do they mean by high maintenance?
It's
Like-
just like she just
like
expects.
you're clean?
No, I think that's like the bar. yeah, exactly.
What did I put in this,
Yeah,
man?
but so I think I mentioned that. I was all like,
Okay,
I was
yeah.
like, it depends who's more into it. That was like kind of my thing. It's just like,
Yeah.
like I'm a planner because me being the guy, like I agree with Denny.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I've been in a relationship before where she wanted to plan it and she was ahead of me. So I'm all like, at that point, I'm all like, it's whoever's more into it in reality.
And I can agree with that. I mean, I don't mind. If she does it, that's work for me.
That's why. Yeah, exactly. It's like
that's how I see it.
But
get to
the
please her
way
by
the way
saying yes.
Danny summarized everything, it was just like it.
Obviously, no more pay gap since they make the same.
Yeah, so at least if you're dating a soccer player.
Yeah, only soccer players.
Yeah.
As I can see,
Yeah.
we're not mad at each other.
No, first of all, that's like one of like the best qualities between both of us. Now they're gonna be like, that's staged.
Yeah,
that's
staged.
staged.
After this, I'm out of here.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. We didn't even.
She was gonna say something.
I thought she was. Yeah, I thought she already finished clarifying it.
I mean,
That was pretty much it, right? It just depends. Esteban's.
what recap or whatever?
Yeah.
Well, like I was like, it just depends on your relationship and who you are. Like I had just told them like maybe we can take turns and like 1 year you plan something and 1 year I plan
But
something.
see, one thing I
'cause
mentioned,
we don't necessarily like
you
the
two
same
you two are
things.
together now, right? Because I did say something about married people is like different now. Like you kind of
Yeah,
like, well, it's
yeah,
just you share the
that
same
is
money, you
true.
live together,
Yeah.
and that's fine.
Yeah. But like, I'll buy you a maruchan or something.
Yeah.
You know? It's just-
I'll take you to Jinja.
Yeah.
No, Marucha.
Yeah. It's not like whenever they're all like that you want to go to Burger King or whatever. They're like, there's Burger King at home.
Would you like to share anything nice between you two that have done? Like any cool plans? Like you're like,
Valentine's,
oh,
yeah.
one time we did this.
I mean, honestly, this Valentine's that just passed, it was like really laid back. Like we didn't plan anything, and then I had said like no gifts or whatever, but then he surprised me and he had like the little Lord of the Rings set, like the small books, and I was like, that's really sweet. Like you know what I mean? So like it is smart to have a backup. You know what I mean? Like it's nice, and then
like a backup chick.
That face.
No.
Selena, what are you holding?
Oh,
show the world, the concha.
Pillow for comfort.
Yeah.
What
So-
do they call the animals? The for the mental health.
The support. The
Support concha.
Yeah, the
Support
support
concha,
concha. Yeah. So it's purple with sparkles. It's supposed to be like a Selena one. So it's fitting. It's fitting for you. You know.
Her most famous outfit.
Yeah. So it's Selena holding her Selena. Oh, that was gonna click it right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I just found like other random bullshit, and look how weird this thing. Ignore what it says. I don't care. But this is Thanos if he were human, and it's I don't know what about him is so unsettling. I think it's just because it looks like old Adrian. For those of you
For his dating
who don't
profile.
remember, just remember like he's the one who was on Valentine.
Great episode. Go check it out.
Yeah, and then
could use them out.
we can just continue down the list of randomness. So the ship sank.
It did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I figured eventually it was gonna sink, but damn, it was carrying like over $500,000.
Did they get a refund?
Well, I'm pretty sure everything is insured.
Okay.
The company like transporting them was probably fucked if they were the ones like responsible for the fire. Yeah, they're screwed. Yeah, what else?
The fish have good homes.
So apparently there was a Saw themed roller coaster, and that thing looks fucking terrifying. You know?
Oh, I
Even
just
like
saw that.
regular
chainsaws.
roller coasters. He keeps telling me to like get on some, and I refuse.
Oh, we love roller coasters.
I've never been on
Yeah.
one. I want to though. I want to try it.
Really?
You've never been?
No. See, when I was little, I was like 5 or 6. I got on that thing that goes like this.
Oh, like the boat?
Yeah. And
That's terrifying.
okay, this is what happened.
It's as easy as it gets.
Oh wait, yeah, no. So I was little, so I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to try it because I really like the fortune wheel thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not the same.
But the big one, the one
Yeah.
that you're like, oh man, they look like ants.
Yeah.
But I got into this one, and I was like, oh, it's just the same.
Did you not see it moving before?
What,
Like, did you not see how it moved?
the thing?
Yeah.
No, I did. I wanted to. Get on
Oh,
it. I
okay.
wasn't scared.
Okay.
I got like my stomach dizzy, and there was a girl from school that I knew from elementary who was in front of me, and she looked up, and I got all dizzy. I'm probably like, gonna throw up, and I remember her reaction. She was like, "No, Daniel, no."
Do it.
and then they waved at the guy to stop it, and then they stopped, and I just got out like, and ever since I haven't gotten into like those weird ones. But now I'm more intrepid, so I want to get on the roller coaster. I want to try it.
Yeah, we definitely got to.
So-
We could probably hit up this one. And then it's just like it's the bigger picture. But yeah, it's just the simple fact that having sharp things by the roller coaster that weirded me out.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
so many accidents. Well, not many, but there are
Well,
accidents.
I mean,
can you imagine an accident in this one?
oh God, no, yeah.
It'll make the scenery more realistic.
Yeah, true that. Yeah, and then like this was like the freaking mega mansion. It's probably the most expensive house like ever.
Who owns it?
Who knows? But they went bankrupt, and then
Oh.
they actually sold it for like half the fucking price.
We should have got it, fool. Sell it back for the
An
original price.
easy 141 million. You got it? You got it like that?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I don't. I can trade the Miata.
I'll buy it with the money I got from the
We can give the Bronco and the Miata.
Yeah, no, but
Oh, it's in
who
LA.
the fuck wants
Yeah, I
to
was
live
about
in
to ask,
something
where
like
is
that?
Of course,
It's in California. Yeah.
It's just a maintenance.
Yeah, but the thing
dude.
is, like, it's like you need. There are like you. I was reading comments. People were like, you need like fucking 100 people just to manage that
Yeah.
property. Why would anyone want to live in there? Not only that, you can have people living in that house with you and you'll never see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird.
How big is it? Does it say no?
No, but this one's
But
huge.
it's huge. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be happy with a house that big though.
me neither. I think that's the last one on this one, to be honest. But whatever. On to the next one.
On to-
We have 2 more topics left. Who knows how long this episode's been, but screw it. Let's go. So, we watched The Batman.
The Batman.
Yeah, and there's just like a couple things on here, and we can talk about it. I was taking notes during the movie because I wanted to come back here and give a good review, And
Oscar really liked the movie.
I really liked the movie. I thought it was amazing. Yeah, so look. So
Did y'all get to watch the movie?
No,
we
they
haven't
didn't.
seen it.
They didn't.
Okay, we won't spoil it.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
won't spoil it for those watching either.
Yeah, no, but we'll just say what they did right. Clearly, I don't want to give spoilers away, but oh my god, the fucking Batmobile is amazing. Yeah, and so like for people who don't know, this Batman starts off at year 2, so it's not like he's
Like
been
this
at
is
this
his
for a long
second
time.
year as Batman.
Yeah, it's like
like
his second-
literally 2 years, or by year are you talking about like a phase?
No, like like when he's 2 years old.
No, I'm saying like he became Batman and that's 2 years later.
Yeah.
Or by year 2 is like 1 year is like 10 years or like after
No, so like
So
the first
how
way.
old is he?
So in this one, he would probably be like early 30s, I guess, or late 20s.
So then, is there a gap between like when his parents were like murdered and then when he
So
becomes Batman?
at this point, like because everything's been rebooted like a bunch of times,
Yeah.
it's just to cut. It literally like it gives you a fresh view at these movies because like I was talking before the cameras were rolling. It's just like on Spider-Man, it's like, do we really need to see Uncle Ben die again every time they reboot it? Okay. No, it's
Yeah.
not necessary. We already know what happens.
But we get
right?
to see Uncle Ben give
Yeah,
those
he's nice.
talks
Yeah,
to
he's
his
always so nice and supportive.
niece,
And
nephew.
fucking Spider-Man's an asshole to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like we don't need that. So same
Yeah.
thing with like the whole thing with Batman and his parents dying. It's just like we know. You
Yeah,
know?
we know.
Not only that, they touch upon like his trauma later on in the movie. So at the end of the day, you don't really need to spend like 30 minutes of the
Yeah.
movie trying to explain to us what happened.
Right.
So for most people who watch this, that he went trained to Ra's al Ghul. He became like the best. Like Batman is like peak human performance. That's why he's as stronger than most. He's smarter than everyone. And like, so for the longest, he's been described as the world's greatest detective,
Okay.
And on this movie, you actually get that feel. Like in the previous movies, you wouldn't even know that they called him the world's greatest detective. It was
I
just
didn't
like,
even know they called him that.
yeah,
That's cool.
exactly. So that's the thing. It's just
It's one thing I told you. I was like, oh, they had this detective thing, and you're like,
yes. Yo, like straight up, because he gets called into the scene like by Gordon. Like he's there. It's
Wow.
amazing. I freaking love that. Like it's me being like like a
'cause
fanboy.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that either. And at some point, he's like, oh, that's because of this. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, how does he know this shit? And then now he's like, he's the world's greatest. I'm not. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. So obviously, he's the world's greatest detective. So I think this is like the best one because like literally, it's just like so. Danny like made the point that I thought it was a good way of putting it. So the Riddler is literally like a school shooter or something like
Yeah,
excuse
yeah,
like
yeah.
maybe bleep it, maybe who knows, it will
I don't
like
think
affect
so.
the
like
algorithms.
what has
Yeah.
happened in the U.S.
Yeah.
He gave that vibe.
Yeah,
to it.
it's a very incelly vibe, and like
Because he
and-
looks like the most nerdy kid you can possibly imagine, but he has this like
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
up there.
And not only that, like he sends
Creepy.
ciphers like the freaking the Zodiac killer, and like they're trying to break it, and it's just like it gives you like that feel like it's like a criminal like show,
Yeah.
So it's amazing like that. Not only that, like this like the thing. So on the previous Batmobiles, they're fucking tanks. They look dumb. Like they're like, are you fucking going to war? Or are you fighting the fucking Penguin? You know, so it just never really made that much sense. But this
looks
one,
like he built it himself.
yeah, this looks like it literally
looks
like
like-
a modded
cool,
like
yeah.
charger.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's amazing. I love it. And I was like, and it looks realistic. It looks like something that you can do in your fucking garage. Obviously,
don't-
he has like yeah.
I'm gonna make that into meta. Later when he has his years, I'm gonna make it look like that.
Please do.
I think it's doable.
yeah. Okay, so let me finish my thing.
Dale,
It's
dale,
like,
dale.
so as far as it goes, like, because at the very beginning, whenever people say Robert Pattinson was gonna be Batman, everybody started whining and bitching because the only thing they've ever seen him as is from Twilight. But he's done like great movies. You know, I've seen him in like other stuff, and I think he recently did The Lighthouse with Defoe, and like people really liked it. You know, so I was more like willing to give it. And then whenever they explained that it was year 2 Batman, I'm like, oh well, he's younger, so it makes sense. It's good, you know. So the thing that I've always loved, like, you know, DC movies haven't gotten good writing, so I feel that's where they failed at the most. But I've always preferred the dark tone that they take to it.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to their
Yeah.
counterpart Marvel is just like I
More
would
like
tell
a
Danny, I'm
teenager,
like they make
PG-13.
they make children's movies.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they're all light, they're bright, they're funny, they're super funny, and I don't mind that. I like them, but I like the dark, serious tone that this takes, and Batman being who he is perfect. You know,
I would like it
Yeah.
even be darker, like Logan, like a Logan style universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, so, and the thing is, like, even in the city, I think they got everything right, because in the cartoons, like in the animated series and everything, like, you see that he uses the darkness to his advantage. So there's a scene where like you just see like people committing crimes and they look in the shadow
Oh, that was
because they're
good.
scared
That was good.
that Batman might
In
be
the
there.
movie?
Yeah,
The movie.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
Because
'cause-
this is not a spoiler, but there's a part where he goes, you know, they think I'm in the shadows.
yeah.
I am the shadows. And
Yeah.
you're like,
Oh, that's a
Oh yeah.
good
Oh, I wrote
one.
down. I
Yeah.
love that opening monologue.
yeah,
It was
I
really
like, ooh,
good.
I was like, ooh.
Yeah, yeah, and then
I'm like, turn on the lights.
Yeah. that was good. Yeah, no, but genuinely, you know, comparing them to the other ones, like I personally like it way better than all the other ones. You know, the Christopher Nolan's ones, I was telling them was like, you have 3 movies. People only ever talk about one because nobody cares about the Ra's al Ghul fight or Bane because Bane was fucking garbage. Okay,
Yeah.
the only thing is like you're attaching your feelings to Heath Ledger to the Batman. Okay, this
Yeah.
Batman, like, he had a terrible voice. Like, his suit looked cool. The rest was great. Like, the movie was good. I like it.
The fighting scenes on the trilogy, they were not that great.
They weren't, well, to be fair, he couldn't really move as much. Like,
And-
like as far as like their costumes that come along, the fighting scenes with him are fucking amazing.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a scene that I always tell Danny, like, whenever we watched the Resident Evil movie, there's a scene where like the entire scene is only lit up with gunshots. They
Oh,
did
yeah.
that with the Batman, and like that you would do that in the cartoons all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, that's amazing. I love it. And there's like this trick that he always does, that he grabs their gun and hits him in the face with it, and he was doing that, and I was just like, I was so glad. And at the end of the day, I think the villain they chose at first is like, whenever you don't know much about the Riddler, you can be like, oh, he's some wacky dude, but he did really
Yeah, he
good.
did good actor. That
Yeah.
is, we won't spoil it, but there's some
Yeah,
scenes
so-
where you're like, oh man, that guy.
So
just,
that's how he looked. Yeah, and it was cool
Okay.
because like he did really good. And it's all like that he wanted to be playing with
Oh, he
freaking
wanted-
plastic. These method actors, you know,
Yeah.
who get deep
No,
in their
but
roles.
There's you know, obviously there's dialogue, and when the dialogue with this
Yeah,
fella
that mask was
happens,
good.
You're like,
Yeah.
oh, this guy.
No, and the
is
thing is
good.
like even with like his symbol, like it reminds me so much of like literally the Zodiac killer. You know, because the Zodiac wore like a fucking sash over his head and shit. Like, and even like the symbol's close enough. Yeah, and then what else? So this is what I was telling you that they're charging more just to watch this movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
$1.50.
yeah. So the upcharge and everything, and I really like the color scheme that they went with, because the yellow and blue isn't really my favorite Batman, but the black and red, and it reminds me so much of Batman Beyond. Did you ever watch that one?
No, well,
Yes.
maybe.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. So
Yeah.
his name is
I was a fan of
Terry
that.
McGinnis.
Oh.
Did you ever find out? Like, did you ever watch Justice League, like the cartoon?
No.
At the end of Justice League, they explain how Terry came to be. So Terry goes and confronts, I think it's Waller, how him and she basically, she's all like, the world needs Batman. So
Okay.
she basically cloned Terry, you know, and like she had set it up to where his parents were gonna be murdered, but the killer couldn't go through with it. She couldn't kill the dad. So later on, the dad eventually, I think he died from like cancer or something.
Okay.
But that's why they were trying to create another Batman. And at the end of
with the same experiences and everything.
well, the thing
or-
was eventually, I don't know how he found his way to Bruce.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's his like mentor. or
Yeah.
whatever,
So that's whenever that happens. But you know, at the end, he confronts Bruce about everything, and it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gotta watch the ending of Justice League. I think it's unlimited, and it was so cool. Like I did not even think that would happen, but it's great content.
Yeah.
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 So if you ever liked the Batman Beyond, like you gotta watch that. The way they break it down is like you're just like me as a kid. I was like, oh my god. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that Batman was really cool.
Okay.
I would love to see like something eventually get to that, but they're in the future. There's like flying cars. You know, who knows how
Yeah.
how we'll ever get to see that.
Sounds
But,
dope.
yeah.
Maybe once
The
we're
suit's
old.
different and everything.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's super
And the thing
sleek.
was weird about it because his suit, you could see his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you remember him? Google him so you
Definitely.
can show it to the peeps. Yeah, let them know. Look at Batman Beyond.
Yeah. I feel like that was one of my favorites too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because it was different.
Yeah.
And like the music was always cool. I always love whenever they're in the club and you see everybody dancing. It was always the same
Yeah.
moves like on repeat, but yeah. Him. He's
Yeah.
so cool.
He's
this
like
one.
glide. Well, they
Yes.
both
So
glide,
you
but-
see right here, that's him with Batman whenever he's old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the OG. Yeah.
Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that one's really cool. Oh, and I actually showed them the beginning to the Red Hood for the people who haven't seen Under
It
the
looked
Red
good.
Hood. It is so good. Yeah. So it's just like the thing is like whenever you compare DC to Marvel, like the animated stuff is like night and day. Like DC like hits out the park every time. They're amazing. Yeah, and if you have HBO, they have like the rights to everything.
Yeah.
So you get to see like everything on there. They just put out I think an Injustice movie, and it's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's what happens when Lois Lane dies and Superman goes mad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah.
Wasn't there an
Something.
action movie where Superman? It's not Superman, but it's like Superman, and he's evil.
Yeah, it's bright.
Yeah, something bright.
Bright something.
Bright Sun? No, bright.
It's the one about he's a little kid.
I haven't seen it.
Just
I wanted to.
just Google evil Superman movie and it'll pop up.
Yeah.
It's bright something.
Yeah, it is bright something.
There
Yeah,
it
that
was.
one.
Right there.
What the hell it says?
Bright
Brightburn.
burn. Yeah.
Brightburn.
So it's like,
Is it good? Did you
Yeah,
see it?
yeah. So
I wanted to see
it's
it,
which is perfect because literally it leads. It reminds you of what could happen if like. So did y'all ever watch The Boy? The Boys?
Oh, the boys.
The Boys.
No.
It's an Amazon original about like
Okay.
superheroes, but they're fucking douchebags because they're making so much money, and it just shows you what happens if like people with like superpowers become corrupt.
Yeah.
And it's really really good. And that's what happened with Brightburn is like what if Superman arrived, but he was bullied until the point where like he becomes a fucking little dick and just like starts killing everybody. Yeah, and then I think it's
Where
like
did this well, I don't know if you would know. Where did this animated one come out on?
Which
like you see how there's the 3 pictures?
This?
Yeah.
that's
The one on the right?
yeah,
Invisible.
Yeah.
Invincible.
That's such a good show.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
another
so
Amazon
good.
original. That one, like,
Okay.
it starts off like you're like, fuck yeah.
Oh,
and then
I've
you're just like,
heard about
oh
It's
no.
so
Is it like a
good.
blue and yellow?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he's voiced by
Heroes
by
Reforged react to that.
It's so good.
Yeah,
I love it.
it's really good.
so
Okay.
good.
Yeah, and
Must
not only that, the
Dang,
the
nice.
boys, they also got an animated series right now on Amazon too. So it's just like more and
Okay.
more superhero content. Yeah, this one, the boys, you have to watch it. It's so good, and it's like the main character is some dude without superpowers, trying to take
Okay.
down the superpowered people. Yeah, so it's a great watch. Y'all need to watch it. And now let's
Sounds
get
good.
to our last topic of the day. Danny,
Well, before we go to the last topic, she's a Star Wars guru, so we should ask her some Star Wars stuff.
oh,
before-
trivia.
Trivia.
Yeah.
What was the fifth line?
What
in
inspired the whole Star Wars universe? No, I'm just kidding. Like stuff that you'd have to ask.
Where did the Force come from?
Yeah.
No, I was gonna ask. So you know how the movies is like 1, 2, 3, and then they're like 4, 5, 6 supposed to be before. Should you watch them in the order they were released?
No.
Should you watch them as 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3? Or
No.
What's
No, I can just answer that for
Oh.
her. I was like, it was released backwards just because it wasn't the technology of the film. The other ones ahead of time.
So you should watch 4, 5, 6.
No,
Then 1, 2, 3.
no. Watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
As it was originally.
Yeah.
There's a huge debate about that, and people, I feel like they're so like not anal about it.
No,
but
they are.
they're-
They
but
are. They are.
like,
It's
you
like
have to
it's
watch
like
4,
whenever
5, 6
whenever there's
first.
fan bases, they're super toxic.
Yeah.
That's like genuinely like it's a written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how you're supposed to
Yeah.
watch it. The reason they started with the last 3 is just because it was easier to film.
Well, what's your take?
Yeah,
Do you
well-
think also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
So my exposure to it from the beginning was 1, 2, 3.
All
Like
right.
I had a sleepover, and like my friend brought like the
Yeah.
movies on VHS when we
Yeah.
were like in 6th grade.
Okay.
And so that was my first exposure. I saw, Phantom Menace, and then 1, 2, 3. And like I loved them. And then like that's how I feel like I watched like 4, 5, 6 way like years
Yeah.
later.
Years later.
Yeah, so I saw the prequels first, and I loved them.
I
but-
genuinely think if you were to start with 4, 5, 6, you probably wouldn't want to watch it because a lot of the stuff, like, it's because it's
Yeah.
good writing, but it's so old,
old,
that
yeah.
that like
Okay.
like
I've seen stuff like that where it's like this movie was supposed to be really great, but
yeah.
I think The Exorcist. I
Yeah.
watched it like way
Oh, yeah.
later on. And watched it, I was like, I guess back then it would be
Reagan's
scary.
not that scared after all, huh?
What?
Reagan's not that
Oh,
scary after
yeah, I
all.
suppose. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
But I watched it like maybe like a decade ago,
Yeah.
and it was like,
Yeah, that's why, like, genuinely, I think if you were to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's better just because if you start liking it, you're gonna want to push
keep going
through.
forward.
Yeah, like
I watched the first one.
Yeah.
I did watch the first one.
And it's less confusing too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it makes
just
sense. It
to
makes
go
a
in
lot of
order.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I'm
Not
sure
not
there's
only
different-
not only that, the best fighting scenes are in 3. It'll
Okay.
probably like hype you up. Like, honestly, that like I keep telling you
Yeah,
that
you
fighting
keep telling
scene
me about that
between Obi-Wan and freaking Anakin is so
Yeah.
good. Yeah, and that's where the higher ground. Every time we play in Warzone, I was all like, "Oh, Obi-Wan Kenobi was right. Was like we need to get the higher ground."
Every time
Yeah.
I see a movie and someone's on top, I'm like, he's got the high ground. What are you doing?
He's like, "Don't underestimate my power."
Every time. Yep.
Yeah. So it's just I think like 1 and 2 aren't the greatest, but
Yeah.
if you make it through and you like what you see, there's so much cool stuff you can watch. And then like there's all the Disney shows going on too. You're gonna want to be in the loop.
Yeah,
Okay.
You know?
that's the thing. Is so much potential for the universe, and like I feel like the Disney shows are doing a really good job right now.
Yeah.
Like
There's,
it's-
like
like
the
Boba
Mandalorian
Fett and the
Mandalorian,
Mandalorian. Yeah.
what about the
like-
movies? The newer movies. Her laugh. That gives everything.
Rogue One was great.
Okay. Which one?
Yeah,
Rogue One,
I liked
Rogue One.
and I liked Han Solo too. The Han
I,
Solo.
was, I
It
wasn't
was
a big fan of the
alright.
guy who played him because I'm like, we saw him
Okay.
young. He doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, you got this fucking Chad. I was all like, I'm like, no offense no offense to the goat, but it's like,
Ava Khaleesi's in it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, she is. So
Who-
that's
who-
a
who does she
point.
play?
What's her name? The girl.
oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah, she fucking
so-
betrays him.
Game of Thrones fan.
Spoilers. Don't worry, you're not gonna remember this.
Okay. Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but so who's your favorite character?
Ahsoka Tano is
Mm-hmm.
my favorite like character overall. My favorite Sith is Darth Maul, and then like a Jedi.
With knowing like the lore and stuff, you don't like Raven or Plagueis or
Honestly, like I don't know much about Plagueis. I tried to read the book. Like there is a book about him, but like I just couldn't get through it. And then I don't know much about Raven either, honestly. Like,
so
I
the
don't-
way he was described whenever like because I have nerdy ass friends, it's just like
Yeah.
he was literally taps into both. So like he has
Okay.
different color sabers, and like I think it's purple and red,
Oh, okay.
So he's supposed to be like a fucking badass,
Oh,
and then like obviously the thing, but so what lightsaber color would you want to have if you were a Jedi?
So I like the white lightsaber because that's what Ahsoka Tano has.
Yeah.
And then I do like the kind of black saber, and it's something you might see in the shows. If
Is
you
that
watch
is that
them.
new? Did they just make that for the Mandalorian?
It comes up in Star Wars Rebels.
Mhm.
So if you watch the animated series, which has been out for like a while,
Yeah.
it's not new. And
So
you'll
who
see
has it?
In the show?
Mhm.
I don't want to spoil it.
Well, I mean, it's just like
Hey,
I'm like, there's no super nerds here. I'm like, no.
Are there any brown lightsabers?
No,
No,
not that I know.
That look
of.
ugly.
They were saying something about.
There's gold ones.
There's gold ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you don't see them for the first time in the new movies. You see them.
Aren't they supposed to be for the people who protect the temple and stuff?
Yeah, I forgot what they're called, but they're they're like guards, like
Yeah.
in a sense. And
Yeah, because you gotta
do
remember
see
at the
them.
end of the day, the Force is like a religion.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so like I think yeah, because that's why whenever people talk about the different colors of them, I think green is like you're more in touch with nature, force
Usually
or
that's
whatever,
what green's used for.
and blue
nature.
is like you're more in your force or whatever, and then obviously red is when you're corrupted
More
and
evil.
shit, and you're the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got purple, which is when you're Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, literally, that's it. He just asked,
Yeah.
"Can I have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
purple
he was
one?"
like,
And
"Can I
they were
have-"
like, "Yeah."
Yeah, and yeah. Apparently, I think they said like I think he got to keep like his custom one too and everything.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I remember like looking that up because whenever I'm like, why isn't there more purple ones? The purple ones are badass. Yeah. So what's the white one?
So that's Ahsoka Tano's one. I don't know if anyone else has it, but in the book, she was able to get like a red lightsaber, like a Sith's lightsaber, and purify the crystal.
Oh.
And so she kind of turned it from a dark saber to a lightsaber.
So to that second question, can just anybody pick it up and like activate it?
I don't know. She's the only person that I've seen that can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember because whenever like like in newer ones, whenever Finn picks it up, that they're like they literally created like the best arc for like a stormtrooper to become a Jedi, and they fucking fumbled it. They like honestly, that's like the coolest way. It's like if you were to advance like the Star Wars stories, that was the perfect way. You had a stormtrooper become a Jedi. I was all like, and they ruined it. Yeah, that's why I was wondering, like, can just anybody pick one up and like just get to work?
I don't know. I feel like that's the only person that I've seen.
Can you close that door?
Do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have book recommendations if
Oh.
you want to see. So if you do want to learn more about Ahsoka Tano and her lightsabers and how she has those white lightsabers,
She dual wields white ones.
yeah, she's always had two lightsabers.
Yeah, because I remember watching like on the Mandalorian, she was badass.
Yeah. So this is I think like I don't know if it's a young adult, but it's a easier read.
Yeah.
So like you can definitely get through it pretty quickly.
Damn, Selena. I wish there was like a YouTube channel that like reviewed Star Wars.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like someone who doesn't know anything about Star Wars, I would like to be like, where do I even
Yeah.
begin? Oh
Yeah.
my god, it's so
Yeah,
overwhelming.
Do you actually know one?
Yeah, my channel, Peculiar Mango on YouTube.
Yeah. I've always, I always wonder why mango. Really?
So it's my favorite fruit. I know it's so
That's okay. That's what happens.
Which
Yeah.
kind of mango?
but
There's multiple kinds.
I don't know. My mom always says like
there
she
is
likes.
so there's the smaller yellow ones, and then there's like the bigger ones that are like yellow and transition into like red and green and stuff. So
Yeah.
I like the bigger ones.
The bigger one.
Yeah, the ones you put tahini on.
Yeah, exactly. But Peculiar Mango, because I kind of always wanted to do Spanish videos as well, and it translates to the same thing. So
Peculiar.
yeah, so
Okay.
Whatever.
yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Well,
No,
hit her
that's
up
good.
at
Like,
Peculiar Mango on YouTube.
Yeah.
Sorry. you
your
have
brain was
another
like
book.
Spanish English.
Sí, ya me
Which of them
confundí
we
ahí.
have?
And so this is like the last book that I've just read. It's called Dark Disciple, and it's got a little romance in it. So like it's pretty interesting, and it's about someone who was like a former Sith. And she ends up kind of falling in love with like a current Jedi who's like a undercover agent kind of thing.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
very interesting and entertaining, and characters that you'll see in Clone Wars if you ever watch
Yeah.
the show.
You know, I never thought about it. That'd be so cool. Like honestly, like a good prequel, just to because there's honestly like before like the Order 66 or whatever. There was
Yeah.
just like there's like the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
so
for
true. I
sure.
never thought about that because I was like, that's so cool.
It's 'cause, yeah, once you build a whole universe, you can just keep branching out.
Danny,
Yeah.
what's the Order 66?
The Order of 66?
The Order 66.
I don't know. If you if you order
If you,
six-
yeah,
well,
like
here's the thing: if you order 66 backwards, you still get 66.
gasp.
I had to defend
Watch the
myself
movies,
somehow.
bro. Watch the movies.
I once I graduate,
They're in Spanish on
I'll
YouTube.
oh, you're right. No, once I graduate, I'll have more
Yeah.
time.
Wait, you were pointing at something? What's up?
Once I graduate, I'll have more time. No, I was pointing
Yeah.
at them. One last question. So, did you watch Dune?
Yes.
Was it to the hype.
Yeah,
that
did you like the
Star Wars
comparison
clone
that
thing
people
and
were be like, oh, it's a new Star Wars?
So I actually George Lucas got a lot of inspiration from Dune to create Star Wars.
Right.
Yeah. So like
Yeah, because there's like a really, really old one, right?
Yes. And I heard it's really weird and it has like pugs in it, like dogs,
Oh.
pugs, and they were not in the book at all. Like the people who were making the movies, they were
What?
just like, let's just throw some pugs in here and have them carry them all the
Yeah.
time.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I haven't
and-
seen it. I
Oh.
want to see it, but I heard that like the original movie.
Wait.
It's
It should be said. Don't buy pugs. They're like deformed
Don't buy
dogs. They
pugs.
can't breathe correctly. They're
Actually, we should say stop breeding.
yeah,
pugs.
and yeah. Stop breeding pugs. Like honestly, like it's like you guys are creating like broken dogs just because you think they're cute.
Dang.
Yeah. So I'm sorry
Yeah.
about that. Continue.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the original movie, it's like it goes deeper into the book, so you might get spoilers if you watch the original movie.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Like the new movie, they broke it into 2 movies.
Oh,
that
okay.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, there was an original Dune movie.
Yeah.
I
yes,
did not
Yeah.
know that.
from like 90. I don't know. Oh,
I know, it was older,
It
it's
was like
older, it's older.
70s or 80s,
Yeah.
Oh,
something
wow.
like that. Yeah, like way back.
Yeah. So
didn't
it's just
know.
like so
Okay.
that's because we had to remember the first Star Wars came out so long ago.
Yeah. But I didn't know there was an old Dune movie.
Yeah.
I didn't.
And the books are even like
Yeah, but,
Yeah.
but
before
after
that.
watching the Dune movie, can you honestly even try to compare like any
Well, she
of
said she
it?
didn't watch it, right?
The
you
new
did?
one I've seen it.
Oh, you
The
did.
old one I'm kind of like
Yeah,
taking my
because
time
the way they were marketing it was all like, oh, this is like the new Star Wars of this generation, blah
Yeah.
blah. And I'm like, no, it's not.
Man, yeah, like I kind of have no idea what to get from it. I thought like visually it was beautiful.
Oh yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
You know what I mean? Like I loved it and I was entertained the whole time. Esteban
Yeah.
was like he fell asleep.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
like I don't mind like the longer movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I liked it. I kind of don't know where it's going.
Yeah.
But like there are things that overlap. Like for example, like they talk about spice in the Dune
The
movie,
spices.
and they talk about spice in like Boba Fett, like the show from the Disney Plus,
Right.
like just came
Mhm.
out. So there's like little things that are overlapping, and then there's like major like
Yeah.
story plots and stuff that you can kind of overlap. I don't know if it's like the new Star Wars.
I genuinely like with Star Wars. I would love to know how the Empire had so much money. So if that goes into it, because I remember like the flight that Palpatine was hiding is just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like so many freaking ships. I'm like, where do you get the money for this? And they were like, what was it? Like a whole bunch of
Hey,
Star
man,
Killers,
he was
right?
a politician before
Oh,
anything else.
that makes so much
you know
sense.
what?
Campaign money.
That makes
He
so
knew
much
how to
sense.
get
Yeah,
that dough.
Campaign
that makes
money.
so much sense. He was the Emperor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what? They conquered the whole galaxy. Duh, that makes sense. Never mind.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
even have to pay for stuff. They
Yeah.
just force people into labor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
that's messed up.
But yeah.
Yeah.
No, but like that's kind of like where Danny sets his standards are. Like when the movie's shot so amazingly, it's not like you it's like he puts more weight behind it.
Yeah.
So, and I'm
Yeah,
like, and
yeah.
you're right about on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah. I don't know
Well,
if it's the new Star Wars.
Before we go to Game of Thrones, I
Mhm.
had 2 complaints about Batman because I didn't get to say them.
hit him.
It was obviously a good movie. I enjoyed it. Go watch it. One complaint was that I felt like the way it ended, it like smooth ended.
Mhm.
Like throughout the movie, at some points it's like, oh, what's gonna happen, and it builds up, and you're like, oh, and it builds up, and you're like, oh, and it keeps building up until it reaches the peak.
Yeah.
And then, you know, a lot of times when you reach the peak, you expect that, and then that's how it ends. But this kind of ended like slowly. So it felt like a slow ending.
like action, or you were
Action-wise.
expecting like a tragedy?
action
or what?
action slash how they deal with the
Well-
with the last threat.
Okay.
Yeah,
It felt like it was
well,
a slow
to
ending.
be fair, like without trying to spoil anything,
Yeah.
it's just like they showed him helping with like the rebuilding stuff.
Which I think it was good.
Yeah, yeah,
Because in the Marvel movies, they have those movies where they're like, "Oh, you guys just come
yeah,
fight
they
and fucking
destroyed
leave."
the whole fucking
Right?
planet. Yeah.
And he puts
Yeah.
that human element
Yeah.
to it, which I
Yeah.
like.
No.
But right before that, I felt like yeah, it's not that it wasn't good. I just felt like kind of like a roller coaster. You get to the top, and then you expect that thing, that the excitement goes down.
Yeah.
Like it felt like it was like.
It's kind of disappointing.
No.
Not disappointing, just a little
I
slow.
think the reason
Okay.
you're saying that is
Okay.
because you're used to watching superheroes battle gods. Like
It could be.
right here at the end, he was fighting humans.
I know, but he's also
know?
a human, right?
Mm.
So
Yeah. No,
I'm not-
but he's a human surrounded by Aquaman, Superman, like the Flash. Like
okay,
it's like,
first of all, I thought Aquaman sucked. So
See, that's
not
because
good
you
to
don't
me.
know about Aquaman.
Perhaps,
Because
but I can say the movie sucked, though.
Aquaman. Oh yeah, it's
man.
true. But
They advertised
you
it
said
to
the
me.
character sucked.
Not the character. I'm saying the movie Aquaman.
Okay.
Sucked.
Okay. So with the character himself, he's actually super strong, super fast. Because being so close to the core of the earth, like his skin's hard. And,
Who?
like,
Who are you talking about?
Aquaman.
Aquaman? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So that's why I'm saying, like, people who don't know, like, Aquaman's super strong. So like he's literally like Earth Superman.
No, but that's
Okay.
not
Yeah.
that's not my complaint. Like my complaint, it ain't that Batman wasn't like
Well, no,
strong enough.
no. My point is like,
I
how would you get a bigger bang if it wasn't with humans? Like they literally did like a terrorist act.
They did.
That's as far as humans could take it.
They did.
You know,
but
that's what. No, that's what I'm trying to get.
I know.
pick
I
your
know.
brain at.
I don't know. I don't have like with Game of Thrones. Would I have a better way to end it? I don't know how I would end Batman better. It just feels to me like it ended a little bit slow.
Okay.
My last complaint is there's a one point. It's not a spoiler, but he's spying on two girls, and that's alright. But when I do it, I could be a superhero.
You're right. I remember thinking, "Oh my god, he's a creep."
Well, then,
Yeah, that was so good.
I've been saving that for like 3 days. I'm like, please don't forget it. So when we were like, let's move on, I'm like, no, I have to say it. All right, let's go. I'm
When,
gonna
when
need-
you when you got a banger like that, you gotta let me know, bro.
I'm sorry. Take that off because I have notes.
Okay.
Let's go.
Ooh.
All right. So one of the things about Game of Thrones was
Okay, so from going on forward, spoiler alerts, because
Oh, yeah.
I want to
Thank
talk
you.
about
Thank you.
shit.
Thank
you
you,
know,
thank you.
we
Yes.
want to get real into this because
Real
the,
intimate.
the way it ended, it really pissed me off. And I think,
say what pissed you off. Maybe
Yeah.
you had things to my
okay,
anger.
so there, couple of things. Okay, the character arc for Khaleesi completely hit a fucking wall. It made no sense. It's like, so whenever she goes and attacks the city, right?
Yeah.
Am I supposed to believe that after she kills innocent people, she's gonna keep getting angrier and angrier and angrier, and that she keeps killing a whole bunch of innocent people? I'm like, no, that's not. They made no sense because honestly, like they didn't show her, so clearly she wasn't acting that part correctly. And it's just like you don't see her from whenever she starts attacking like innocent people till like after it's all been said and done. Right? I don't believe that Khaleesi would have freaking as angry as she was start like murdering people after they won, because it was after they had already won.
Yeah.
Just completely started slaughtering people for no goddamn reason.
That's
Make
one
no
of my
fucking
complaints.
sense.
But I'm gonna twist a little bit. I liked that she became what she was fighting against.
Yeah. Oh,
I-
the
yeah.
Mad King.
I don't like how quickly they turn her.
Yeah.
that's
That's good. Yeah, no, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right about
Yeah.
that. Because
So
honestly,
quick.
because they tried emphasizing how depressed she was.
Yeah.
That she stayed in her room, like she wasn't eating.
Yeah.
So I was like, honestly, like you're right. If she would have taken her time with it, but it was from one instant to another.
Yeah.
They won. Everybody's cheering, and it's like, oh fuck.
Fine, we gotta kill these three or whatever the.
Yeah,
the
it
two
made
things were.
no sense.
Yeah.
That part really pissed me off. And then to fucking ruin everything. All right, this dude who came back from the fucking dead, gets treated like fucking dog shit.
He's talking
at the
about
end.
Jon
Snow.
Snow.
Yeah, Jon Snow. Jon Snow gets treated so unfairly. Well, to be fair, there's like a more positive way to look at it. As the simple fact that he always wanted to be like a knight, he wanted to be free and shit. Now he gets to explore the free realm, but he's freaking banished from like his home. Like this dude's the fucking hero.
Yeah.
He killed the fucking tyrants. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like honestly, like he loved
His
her.
brother
He's
is
like,
the king.
Yeah.
Well, his
No, not
step-
only that. He
stepbrother.
was a Targaryen. He was the actual heir to the throne. So
Yeah.
technically, he was a king. So a king can kill whoever the fuck he wants and get away with it. I'm like, he could have literally just. Everybody already knew it.
Yeah.
They could have just been like, he's the fucking king, the rightful heir. Let him do whatever the hell he wants now. And not only that, he could have just married her. They loved each other. I'm like, who?
he was too weirded out by it though.
Yeah,
He-
I mean,
I don't-
Or that's what
Well,
they
I'm
seem
like,
like.
I'm like, you already slept with her. You
Yeah,
love
that's
her.
what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
like,
like,
you
look,
love her.
yeah, it would be weird, but bro, like that's what the kings used to do back in the
Yes.
day. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it was weird. I mean, for us, yeah, but I'm like, they
For
did
him
that.
in the north, it was though.
Yeah,
it was.
yeah,
You're
that's
right.
the only thing.
You're right. You're
But,
right about that. And he,
yeah.
I think he does bring.
I
that up.
watched
Yeah.
for 8 seasons a brother and a sister fuck each other. You think I can't watch an aunt and a fucking nephew fuck each other? Are you kidding me?
It's like, and they removed that scene. They just went on to the next scene.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Selena. You should be called peculiar tomato. It's so random.
And it sounds the same in Spanish.
Yeah.
Peculiar tomato. Oh,
Jitomate.
But I hate tomatoes,
Yeah,
so
you're
no.
right, my bad.
Okay. All right. You wanna
There-
you know,
Yeah,
now it's
any
your
complaints?
turn.
You want to relief?
Man, I don't know if I don't think I have complaints. I was telling him I just rewatched it, like, to get a
Yeah.
refresher and stuff. And I started reading the first book too, actually. So I'm trying to get through like reading
Okay.
the series and stuff.
But I like that you came prepared. Yeah. All right, after her, I got one last thing, and then I'm done.
You're good.
All right, Salika.
Honestly, like, I don't know. It's bad to say. I feel like I'm not disappointed with the ending. I'm disappointed with how rushed they were with it. Like, I feel like if they would have developed some of the characters more, I'm like, okay, like, I hate Sansa from the beginning, but I feel like maybe they did that on purpose.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
think so.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because she always wanted to be higher
Yeah.
up.
She wanted to be
yeah.
the queen, and when she was
Yeah.
almost there, it was
Yeah.
worse.
And, no, but I kind of liked how they made you think like she was going to betray John. And
Okay.
then they reeled her character back in.
Yeah.
Like, and now it's like, you thought I was going to betray my brother? Fuck that, you know?
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty good. It was like, at least they like rebuilt her, like the way I thought about her. Because you're right, you're like,
Yeah.
she was very unlikable. Yeah.
And like, I mean, I kind of like that most of the people, like all the North characters, kind of ended up on top because that's like the house that's the most like
Honorable.
yes, honorable, and I do like that, but it was just too rushed.
I
rushed.
hate that they killed the brother. He was a cool character.
The brother.
Which one?
Like John's brother, like the first one, the one that the Red Wedding.
Okay.
Yeah, I forget his name, but
Rob.
Yes.
Rob
Robb
Stark. Yeah,
It's my
yeah.
favorite.
That one's like a little bum. Me
But
out.
you know, like George R. R. Martin, like he said, like he wants you to feel like war, like you lose good people as much as you lose bad people.
It makes complete sense. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like a lot would have worked. A lot would have changed if he was still alive. So I'm like it had to happen. Like, I don't mind it, but it's just like simplified. It's just like whenever you make a character likable,
It
it's
happened.
just like
It happened quick too. I think that season he
Yeah.
became very likable. It was like, oh, look, you know, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just like that,
Expensive,
exactly.
like that.
expensive mic, bro. Yeah. No, but hands down, Tyrion was like the best character.
I love
Yeah,
Tyrion.
Tyrion was so good.
Tyrion.
Okay, if you were to pick what character you would be,
Yeah.
who do you think you'd be more like?
Unfortunately, I think
identify?
it'd probably be Tyrion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that a bad thing? I
Well,
love
just the
Tyrion.
simple fact
'Cause I
that
like being
the
tall.
I don't mind that. No, but that's not an attack on him. It's just the simple fact is like his story. I felt so bad whenever he saw the love of his life with like in his dad's chamber, and like that was it hurt me to my core.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
because like genuinely like I like
Yeah.
Tyrion
That was
so
one of the
much. It's just like
worst.
that one was so bad. But I like that's the sad part. But other than that, I like how Tyrion, you know, at the end of the day, he got what he deserved. Is like, you know, he was willing to do whatever it took to be on the right side, and he ended up
Yeah.
doing whatever it could. Like, why are you laughing?
I'll be Patrick.
All right, so you're laughing. I don't remember who that is. To remind me.
The
He's
guy.
a squire for Brienne. Right? He's so cute.
No, that was a joke.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I think.
Wait. Selena, so you wrapped it up. So you found it enjoyable on the second go round.
Wait, but she asked who it would be. I just wanted to answer that question.
I
I'm
thought
Samuel
you-
Tarly, just so y'all know.
Who's that?
Samuel, the guy
Oh,
from
the books. Okay.
the books. That's
Yeah,
yes,
the
like,
books.
how did he survive?
I like
don't
that
know.
I've seen them in a bunch more things. Like
Really?
I saw him in the
I
movie
haven't
just
seen-
recently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would be probably Sir Jorah.
Oh, okay. Very
Oh, the
honorable.
the guy who
Okay.
The
gets
guy
the
who almost
grayscale.
turns to a rock.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
cool.
think that would.
Why?
Because he never gets the girl.
He doesn't get the girl.
I was gonna say that
and
you
then
that you could be the barbarian dude. The same reason.
And then he
Dude,
dies.
that's the worst complaint I have. Why did not Brienne with Tormund instead of freaking Jamie?
And then
Why?
why did Jamie
Why?
leave her? That was like
Because
such a
he
twist.
he
gonna go back
always
to
loved her.
Cersei.
He always loved her.
Always.
But for like
it made-
4 seasons, you show him slowly like
yeah,
building this tension with her.
It was like because it was like recovering like his arc and shit.
Yeah.
But and like honestly, he would have been perfect with her. Like because you slowly like see that
Yeah.
develop. But
And he, last minute he's just like, there goes my
Yeah.
sister. And then they get these like not happy ending, but happy death.
That
kinda.
whole lifetime of being toxic couldn't have been reversed in one season.
Yeah.
I think that's where, or like either the writing could have like been better for that, but
Probably.
Yeah, because honestly, because Jamie at the end of the day, and like he was a dick at the beginning, but he ended up being pretty likable.
In a way, it all began because of him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of
He
course.
pushed the boy.
Yeah. So
yeah.
let me wrap up the last thing. I love the first 3 episodes. Like whenever you finally get like the climax of the fucking snow zombies and shit.
Oh,
that was amazing. If that they could have just extended that to the end, and at the end everybody just signs a fucking truce, I would have been fucking happy. I don't care. But the thing was, like, you literally gave us like talked about White Walkers for fucking how many seasons?
since first season.
Since all the seasons,
yeah.
and then
The very
you just give me
beginning.
3 episodes of like the everything. It's just. And those episodes were great. I thought it was awesome.
See the fight with the Nightwalkers, it was amazing.
Yeah.
But it's not. A lot of people complain that they were beat in one episode. You know, people kind of thought they would be the last thing they will
That's
fight.
exactly my
Right.
Yeah.
And instead it was Cersei, which she's a bitch, and she was hated and everything.
She's even more evil than the White Walkers. I
In a way, because the Night King had like no choice, right? He was just created to eliminate humans.
Yeah.
And he was just following
Kind
through.
of automatic, yeah.
So you're gonna tell us about your
See,
perfect ending now?
Yeah, I
Okay.
want to hear.
It-
I don't
it-
have a perfect ending.
It's
so
not
I
a
wanna
perfect
hear.
ending.
Yeah.
It's a bad ending because it's how Game of Thrones should have ended. But as you said, not having no issues with the first 2. What was the which episode was it? The fight with the Night King. Was it the 3rd one or the 2nd one?
I think it would have been the 2nd one. The thing, another thing, how did she run like fucking like 6 meters to like jump on him without all the other zombies not seeing her?
Oh yeah, well
That part pissed me off.
It's okay. Hey, that gets resolved here.
Okay, all right, all right, all right.
All right. Well, I would where my difference would be at that episode with the fight with the Night King. So it starts the same way. It was a little weird that they send the Dothraki like forward. Like, why would you just send them out into the darkness to fight? But they are barbarians, and they're not gonna fight like clean next to the fort and stuff. They didn't have like a formation or anything. I would have it the same way, but I felt like they just got killed like nothing.
Yeah,
And I would give them a much more glorious death, because the Nightwalkers, for some of the episodes, they had polar bears, like zombies and stuff like that.
Oh,
They didn't bring any of the animals into the scene. I would have had like fucking
right.
polar bears come in, fight the Dothraki, and the Dothraki beat the polar bears, and then almost all die, and then have the zombies right behind just finish them off. So then you eliminated the threat, and it's like, oh, thanks to the Dothraki, we eliminated a major threat.
instead they died for no goddamn reason.
So in this one, you had a cool thing. Like they're like amazing scene with the
Yeah, yeah.
fireballs in the sky.
I think the point of that scene was just so it could be visually captivating because you saw
It was amazing.
the source of dark dying down like slowly.
Yeah.
That means that they were being taken down.
And you could still have it, but give like them like a legit fight with something like crazy. So I was like, hey, bring the animals.
Yeah,
Bring the polar bears. They had horses. I don't know what else they had.
yeah.
But
you gotta
they could've
remember
done it.
to CGI a bear is a lot of money.
They had the money. Whatever.
I'm pretty sure you're right. You're right. No, you're perfect ending. My bad. Keep going.
See, and anyway, so they die. Now, I think though that it made no sense for the White Walkers, these little commanders, and the Night King to go and personally try and kill Bran when he's standing by the tree, and then throughout the whole fight they sit back. Like I'm like, you either go in and fight during the fight, or you stay back the whole time and just have your wraiths or your zombies go and destroy Bran. You don't need to be there personally.
Yeah.
So the fact that the Night King is there personally, and his commanders, they're like all behind him. They're like all in the wall behind him. Night King in front, and then he's like, he's about to kill. He doesn't. He like waits. He's like, this guy's supposed to be like no emotions. He's not like a human per se. But at the beginning, it makes sense a little bit. You're like, well, he stays back because he knows that if they kill the commanders, then they kill any zombie that they turn, right?
Yeah.
So you're like, fine, stay behind. But then you go into the center of everything with all your commanders behind you, and it's like, doesn't make any sense. Why not just stay behind, send one commander, and have the commander kill him, and that's it. So for me, I think because they were not without any emotions or anything, I would have put the commanders right from the beginning. Just go in with the zombies and have them fight. and then give some of the iconic characters a fighting chance against them. So you could have like Tormund, the red-haired dude.
Yeah.
He's fighting with one. He's about to beat him. Gets backstabbed by another one, and then fucking Lady, what's her name? Lady Bran comes in, helps him, and they manage to kill them both. But Tormund dies, and the last thing he's like, "I died fighting next to you. Loved it. Like it was an honor to die next to you." And she keeps moving on, right? He keeps moving on. I think Jamie, who couldn't fight with his left hand, that he manages to kill one, and he's like, I did it with my left hand. I managed to do it. I think Ser Jorah, Davos, you, Samuel, Jon Snow, they should get some fighting scenes where they fight these commanders and they manage to kill some.
Yeah.
And then as they do that, you see like these zombies just start to like fall to the ground, and they're like, oh, we're making progress. This is going great. And then you have the bastard, the king's bastard, Gendry, right? Have him with the freaking axe, just killing every zombie.
Did you look up their names, or did you remember all?
I looked them up, bro. Look at all these notes.
It's like I do not remember any of their names.
No, I prepared this episode, but I ran out of time.
Instead of writing your dissertation, this is what you're doing.
Yes. Anyways, so Gendry, which is the king's bastard, he's doing all these things, and then between him and me, Podrick, they managed to kill one of the commanders together, right? And more knights come down. Then pinche, what's his name? Grey Worm, the commander of the Khaleesi's, he fucking kills one like nothing. He just boom, destroys them. Yeah. And, they're all like, we're making progress. All these freaking zombies are just falling down. And then that's when the Night King comes in, fucking riding his dragon. And you see a scene where like a spear, the ice spear he will throw, it just goes through Gendry's, just kills him, just penetrates him and has him hanging on the wall. And then the freaking dragon comes and just burns the shit out of Podrick. Kills them both. And then freaking Grey Worm sees that and he's pissed and he's like, the Night King is him, I can kick his ass. And you have like a spear to spear fight because they both use spears. One had the ice spear, the other one had his steel spear. And they go at it and they have like a cool epic 2-minute battle with freaking ding ding ding. And then the Night King, because Grey Worm, he had, I don't know if at this point had his girl died yet.
Yes.
She had died. So he's angry. He lets anger get over him. So he tries to hurt him.
Wait, was she dead at that point?
Yeah.
Because she dies whenever they're at the wall.
Oh, shit.
They
They throw her at the wall. Anyways, but he's still angry.
Aren't y'all the real fans?
Well, I didn't watch it. But I would have him fight the Night King and almost beat the Night King. But he can't. He loses. The Night King, he has no emotions. So he's just ruthless. He managed to beat him. And he kills him. Grey Worm dies right there. He just dies. And then Khaleesi, from far away, she sees what happens. She comes in angry. And the Night King, that's when he does the little thing. And all the freaking zombies that got down by the killing of the commanders, they come back up. And they're like, shit, we're overwhelmed.
Oh, man, that pissed me off.
and then here's the thing. I forgot one point. Whenever the dragon burns Podrick, I would have the dragon smash one of the walls towards the fort. Like, he just fucking smashes the wall to make an opening. And then you have zombies start to go in. The people inside, they start to fight.
In your story, on whose side are you on?
I'm in the side of reason, huh?
What wall? Like the...
You know how they were protecting the... They were fighting outside,
Stark
right?
One.
Oh, okay.
I would have the dragon, like, just kind of like fly through and just break one of the pieces of the wall.
Just like
to make an opening.
Yeah.
No, like, it makes sense, though, like, what he's saying, though.
No,
this
this would have made it so much cooler.
Loved characters.
Yeah. No,
like
I'm saying it's like,
it's Game of Thrones.
Whose side are you on? Because I'm like,
I'm not done yet, bro. I'm not done yet, bro.
Like,
I'm just saying.
You still have to go and fight the queen.
So then, after he raises them up from the ground,
the
freaking dragon comes back, picks him up, and he just flies up. Daenerys sees him and says, I have to go after him. So she goes after him. And she has 2 dragons, so she sends the other dragon to stay and just, start burning some of the new zombies because everything just got up. Everything they were dropping, just boom. And he gets up, and the dragon comes down, starts throwing fire. But Jon Snow sees that Daenerys went after the Night King. He's like, what's this girl doing? So he tells the dragon, hey, pick me up, let's go. And they fly up, and he goes to look after her. Now, the fight continues, right? So more wraiths start to come in from the shadows, and plus the ones who got up, and they're still fighting and everything. They start to go through the broken wall, and so the people, the knights and everything, is like start going back in, similar to what happened. Eventually, they managed to go up, and they're like, go back in. So same thing, except this was through a broken wall that the dragon opened for the zombies to go in, rather than just climbing up. And Liana, which is the little girl, she gets her epic. And that one is the most perfect scene ever.
Yeah.
She didn't deserve to die, but, this is the thing she'll be remembered for. They'll make songs about her.
Yeah.
They'll make statues, Yeah,
that one was badass.
Badass girl.
Yeah.
So she does the same thing. Arya, who wasn't fighting in the open areas, now she has the walls and everything. She just comes out like she starts to run from the zombies. She's scared of them in the movie. I'm like, nah, she should be just fucking like just freaking like hopping and killing all the, because she had all these assassination skills. So I think Rice is where she starts to show that.
Yeah, but you have to remember, like, the size thing is what matters on that one. Because the zombies just jump on her, like, they gang up on her.
Yeah,
that's why she ran.
Yeah, but
it's not because she couldn't kill them. It's just,
no, I know, but she did get like she gets to a point where she's scared, and I think I think
it's the overwhelming force of them that scare them.
Right, but the whole point was that while she's inside the walls, she has a lot of things where she can jump on. She can do all this maneuvering. I mean, she jumps 6 feet. Okay. Now, here's the thing. So they're fighting, and they manage to hold them off. They're like, they're just zombies. We got them. We finished most of the commanders. The Night King, he's flying somewhere up there. But then, because the Night King raised his hand, all the Dothraki that got killed, they became zombies too. And then they come in. And they come in with fucking hatchets, and they're ruthless. They're big. They're muscular. And they come in, and they start to freaking fight people, and then they start to, they start to slaughter. They start to overwhelm them because there were a lot of Dothraki. Where am I? I didn't even think about that. And I would have one of those Dothraki cut off Jaime's second hand. And Lady Brienne comes.
That's a good one.
Lady Brienne comes and saves him. And basically at
she
this
should
point,
have kicked them in the dirt and left them there.
Yeah, but at this point he's good. I haven't made him into an asshole
Remember,
yet.
he came back to help.
Yeah.
He didn't have
at this point, he hasn't left, right? So
Okay.
he's good.
Okay.
So
I need to get
at this
that out of my
point,
mind.
he's just backing down. He's hurt, fucking bleeding. His hand cut off. He can't fight no more. Lady Brienne is just trying to protect them, and they're just fighting Dothraki zombies for now.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, Daenerys went up, and she's trying to find them. It's all dark. They can't see them. And then at some point, she looks back, and she sees what's going on down there. Freaking Dothraki coming in. They're starting to kill the rest of their armies and stuff. And then freaking Night King comes with his dragon and attacks her midair. And he has her pinned down, and the same thing, and with fire. So he comes in with fire and pins down the dragon, and she's like, oh shit. And then at that point, Ser Jorah sees what's going on because he sees the fire in the air, and he's like, Daenerys gets on the horse, fucking leaves, and goes towards that direction trying to save her. But then Jon Snow comes in as well, similar fashion, comes in, and then they start having some air maneuvering fighting between Jon Snow and the Night King, and they're fighting, dragon with dragon and all these things. Daenerys' dragon gets hurt, similar like in the episode, and she goes down. Ser Jorah arrives, protects her. Same thing. That I wouldn't change it. I would have Ser Jorah die the same way, trying to protect her. She manages to leave with her dragon later on, and they go back.
Yeah.
Jon Snow and the freaking Night King, they go at it, and they hurt each other, so they go down to the ground, and they land close to where Bran is by the tree. And when they land there, the dragon is hurt. Jon Snow's dragon, so he can't get up quick. But the zombie dragon doesn't give a shit. He's a zombie.
Yeah.
Right? So he can be hurt, but he can be limping, jumping, doing whatever. The Night King sees Bran, pulls out his spear, points at it, and the dragon just leaps on him and just kills him.
So he kills Bran?
He kills Bran.
Okay.
He kills the raven. What happens next? Obviously, Ser Jorah dies. Jon Snow, he's angry. He runs. He's trying to fight with the dragon, and he's using the tree as cover, but he can't beat the dragon. The dragon is just too ruthless. Yeah. And that's when I will have, what's her name? The witch, Melisandre, I think that's her name.
Yes.
Come up, sees this, and she gives her life. Kind of how she gives her life at the end. Gives her life to her life essence to turn his sword into this fire sword. And then he defeats the dragon.
Okay.
He had to be a dragon slayer. He had to have I killed the dragon or something. He didn't kill nothing. He was just fighting, defending everyone.
I mean, he
I would have him
dead.
That's what I'm saying. I would have him with the help of Melisandre's magic defeat a dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, at this point, Bran is dead. The Night King's job is over. He walks back and retrieves into the darkness, and more freaking raids coming in. At this point, they're overwhelmed. They're losing.
Okay.
And they're being taken over. And Davos,
so he doesn't die?
Who?
The Night King.
The Night King doesn't. No, the Night King doesn't die until the end of Game of Thrones.
Okay.
You can't have him end right here. The Night King retreats. The freaking Davos
I agree
comes.
with that, yeah.
Davos comes. Davos is the dude who like he knew how to make plans. He
Yes.
comes and he's like, we need to retreat. We lost. And Jon Snow's like, no, we can't. And he's like, we need to go. They get on horses. And who did I put saves? Davos gathers the forces with Jon Snow to leave. Jon Snow dragon starts to pick up altitude. He flies up and he looks at he goes with Daenerys, and Jon Snow looks at Daenerys and she's like in shock. We're like, we lost. What are we gonna do? And then Davos like, hey, we need to get the fuck out of here. So Arya, Jon Snow, Davos, Lady Brienne, Jaime bleeding out, and Samwell, they're the only ones who leave along some knights that go with them. And then after that, you just have a scene where everyone else just dies. Tyrion dies. Sansa dies. Varys dies. Everyone in the catacombs, they just, you just show like Tyrion and Sansa holding hands.
Yeah.
And over. Boom. And then, as they fly away, freaking Daenerys, she's pissed. She's angry. So they're flying away, and, she's with her dragon, the two dragons. And all of a sudden, another crazy spear just comes out of nowhere. Shoots down her second dragon, not the one she's riding, the one Jon Snow was riding. And just how he was killed in that one episode with the ballista, I would have this one get killed by another spear.
Yeah.
Fall into the ground. She's like broken. She's what? She turns around. She sees the Night King. The Night King just gives her that dead stare because he has no emotions. He does the little thing again with the hands, and you start to see like people who.
Does he turn the dragon?
He turns the dragon, and then you see all these knights behind him, like just come up, and then you see the dragon shaking that he's gonna get up, and then they just leave. End of episode. Boom, and then.
Dude, because that's how long they should have extended it.
Yeah.
And then
Honestly.
the next episode. Also I forgot one person. I forgot the Hound. The Hound also had some action, and he also escapes. The Hound was the one with the burning.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
He also escapes because he has to fight his brother. He just has to. The Night King. You show the Night King, and on the next episode, that's the next one. You show the Night King turn some of the beloved characters into commanders, like Grey Worm, Podrick, Gendry, even Tyrion, a little white commander. They become it's so cute. They become commanders, and then you see various scenes where all the zombies, they're just slaughtering through the kingdom, going down south towards Cersei, the last thing they have to go through. Cersei hears news of the Night Walkers, and she starts to prepare to get more of that green fire and everything. And this is the part where I don't have notes anymore because it was part when I was like, dude, I'm gonna be late, and I stopped writing. So the rest just
that's
comes
why
from
you
my
were
mind.
late.
The rest just comes from my mind. But one of the things is that you have a second fight between Cersei and the Night King, but Cersei was ruthless. Okay. She doesn't play fair, and I don't have details because I didn't have time to think about it. But I would have her do some like nasty shit to try to win. And same thing, she had the people at the port. Zombies can't swim, so she can use that. And I would have her, because she's a bitch, I would have her use the citizens of the kingdom as bait. As bait for the king, for the Night King and the commanders and everything. She doesn't know how to fight them, right? Because she doesn't know. She just knows that zombies are coming. She doesn't know if you kill the commander, you destroy some. So at some point, the freaking mountain kills one, and she sees that, and she goes, oh, we just have to kill the commanders. We don't have to care about those. Maybe we can use the citizens as bait to keep the zombies occupied while we go for the commanders. But little does she know that the Night King can raise them back up. So at some point, when she thinks she's winning, she raises the citizens that were killed, and the citizens are what ends up trying to kill her. And she's like, had I not used my own people as bait, I would not be in danger now. And then at that point, obviously, Jon Snow, Daenerys, and some of them, they're still alive. And they're just lurking. They follow the horde of zombies, and they're waiting for the moment to come in and fight the Night King. And I would give Arya the killing blow, because there was a prophecy that she was going to close many eyes. And so it was like, okay, we got to fulfill that prophecy. I'll still have her kill the Night King at some point. An opportunity would open up, and they will fight, and she will come in. And I would have Jon Snow fight the Night King again. And then at some point he's losing, and Arya comes in and helps him and just defeats him. And at that point, almost everyone's dead. The freaking Cersei survived because
What about Varys?
Varys died at the catacombs, no?
Oh, shit.
He died at the catacombs.
Okay.
He dead.
Who's Varys?
Varys was the eunuch, the one, the bald dude. And what I would have, the only people that would be alive, a few people with Cersei, the Mountain, and the scientist. And then and I forgot to say, Jamie died along the way because he bled out. Yeah, he bled out, and actually, the Hound, he wants his revenge, so he wants to fight the Mountain. So he starts to fight the Mountain, and actually, the way I had it was Lady Brienne starts to fight the Mountain, and the Mountain is almost about to be like. She puts like a really good fight, but the Mountain, he ain't no fucking human. She stabs him. She does all these things, and he just keeps going. So she's like, "What the fuck?" And then that's when the Hound comes in and helps her, and
they team up. Oh, nice.
Because they're also people who fought each other. And at the end, the Hound saves her, but he gives his life the same way by killing his brother, and that's how his ending. He got his revenge, and Lady Brienne beat the shit out of the Mountain. Not really, because he was not a human, kind of thing. And then at the end. You have fucking you have Daenerys, which she has a dragon, but she doesn't know how to fight. Cersei doesn't know how to fight either, so they're angry, right? And they're trying to they still want to fight. They want to tear each other apart.
Yeah.
But then Jon Snow, the who doesn't know anything, he just looks and says, "Stop. Everything is done. Everything is lost. Everything got destroyed. Whoever keeps the throne, so what? There are no more citizens. There is no kingdom. There is nothing." And then they're like.
Bunch of dead people.
And then Lady Brienne tells Cersei's like, "Hey, in the end he loved me more than you," or something, just to piss her off. and then Cersei just stays there in her throne, sitting on the throne crying, because that's she get to keep the throne, but there's nothing. And then Jon Snow and Daenerys and a few of the survivors, which again I didn't finalize which ones would die and which ones would survive. They walk away and they start a new little group of people just somewhere, because everything got destroyed. And the rationale behind it was that these humans were so busy fighting each other that there was an actual threat that they should have banded to go against. But their greed was so big that so what that you kept the throne? The throne is nothing without its people, and that would be the end. And I would have Daenerys and Jon Snow stay together and have a kid, and that's like future king. And Cersei's just she's just there by herself and
gonna die anyway.
I get that, but I think your ending will probably be hated and probably even more, just because of the simple fact that you killed off everybody who fucking mattered. I don't think everybody had to fucking die, Danny. I think just extend the fighting thing to a couple of days.
You can't extend the fight without consequences.
Not only that, I don't think Daenerys would let go of the throne. I think she would want to stay there even regardless.
No, because she has no more people.
It doesn't matter. She never was.
No, but okay, maybe I didn't visualize it. The whole kingdom is destroyed.
Yeah,
literally, there is there's no walls, there's no people. It's just the fucking
I'm pretty
throne
sure
just sitting there.
Exile Cersei's, and she wants her fucking Iron Throne. That's literally everything she's wanted the entire freaking series.
But
I just don't think she would
needs
let
the
go
citizens to make her food. There are no citizens. I literally killed everyone off.
Yeah,
I left like 10 people alive.
Exactly.
Like
so
10
that's
people
probably gonna
alive.
be even more.
Nobody wants the throne at that
anything.
point. The throne ain't nothing if you don't have peasants to bring you food to the table.
I think with the original ending, I like that the dragon destroyed the throne, because it was like, fuck the throne. It's like I lost my mother because of that.
Yeah,
yeah.
They try to give that human nature to the dragon. But my thing was, I felt like it was more Game of Thrones-y because it followed the hardship of there are consequences. And you had Robb Stark, which was an amazing person, but he betrayed, he had made an oath and he betrayed that. And because of that, you had the consequence. Now, did he deserve it? I don't think so. But these people were not good people. And nobody wanted to band together. You had to a point where you had 7 to 8 different groups who want the throne. Fucking backstab each other, killed each other. So at the end, I get it that the North, they were honorable, right? But they were also very stubborn. And so I would still have it so that that would have been more like Game of Thrones ending, just because of that.
He's still working on 2 more books, so we won't get the actual ending until
George R. Martin.
Yes.
Do you like my ending?
Exactly. Yeah.
Somebody send it to him. Make it happen.
Make it like a short clip for it.
Just literally call it. Please, George R. Martin, can you watch this?
Because they asked him, they're like, "Is this how it ends?" And he's like, "Yes," but then no. But then yes.
Yeah.
But then no.
Well, because I'm pretty sure he's not gonna know until he commits to it.
Yeah.
That's also true.
Yeah.
He's an artist.
But
that would be my ending. I would have killed them off, all of them, Not that I want to kill people off, but I felt like that was the right consequence for the amount of treason.
I think as soon as they kill the Raven, don't you think the zombies would have just left? Because that was like their only
No, because
motivation.
they were created to eliminate humans.
Mm-hmm.
And so they
By the children of the forest.
yeah, and I think the Raven was the only threat because he could see. So the Night King just like he had to kill the Raven. But after that, he's like, I just have to destroy everyone. That was his nature. And I think the new show, which is the prequel, I think they might explain that why, because I think it had something to do with nature. I think it said that the children of the forest were mad at humans for deforestation.
They were being
so
destroyed, so
like
that they turned to
this curse that will just go and destroy humans. And so my thing was just as simple as, you know, we've talked about this before. It's like, oh, usually humans are the bigger threat.
Yeah.
But to me, it was like, well, we're the bigger threat because we don't work together. But there are threats out there in nature that you need to overcome, and they're only overwhelming because humans don't want to collaborate.
Yeah, there's like there was a new study that came out of how terrible fucking global warming actually is.
Yeah,
like it's like the latest news on it. And like people haven't talked about it because there's a war going on, but it's really really bad.
Yeah, and if the war keeps raging on, that's.
Well, how would you have ended Game of Thrones?
Dude, I honestly didn't like.
No,
I didn't have an
it.
ending to it. Like I just kind of wanted to like re-experience it, I guess, and come open-minded to like what he was gonna say.
Yeah, no. Well, Danny wanted to explain his ending for a long time.
Yeah, like.
And to be fair, a lot of these details, like, because when the show ended, I was like, man. And I just went at it. And I was just thinking about it. My original way is not how I explain it today, but it revolved around the same thing, which was give the white commander some action, give the heroic, like the iconic people some people died because they were overwhelmed by zombies. Have them die by the commander instead. You know, not some zombies or something like that. So I would have that. Give Jon Snow some heroic action. I killed the dragon or something. I don't know. And the thing about the morality thing of not the morality of them not collaborating to defeat this.
Yeah.
Well, you know how those quizzes that we took to see what Harry Potter house we were in?
Right.
They have houses for Game of Thrones, you know?
Oh, right.
So we took like the little test, you know?
Oh, shit,
Selena found it and she was like, oh, take this quiz. Let us know what house you're in.
And I forgot about the Greyjoys.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything about the Greyjoys. But the Greyjoys had to come and fight the Nabal, right? With his uncle. They had to get his... Yeah. That's another detail that's important.
They killed off the uncle and then what's-her-face was still like, I guess, what is it, loyal to Daenerys?
Yeah.
The girl?
Yeah,
the
girl
sister?
was.
Yeah,
the
she was still alive or whatever.
Yeah. So what house do you get?
Greyjoy.
Yeah. They're all sad.
Dude,
like,
out of all
they survived my massacre because they were on the island.
Because you forgot about them.
Exactly. That's how like.
And then I made dolphin zombies and I went and killed them. Nah.
Dude.
Yeah. So this ended Danny's massacre.
Yeah, no, it was. It was not a happy. It wasn't meant to be a happy.
Yeah.
Danny,
that's what I'm saying. Your ending will be just as hated, just because.
I don't think it would be just as hated. I don't think it would just be as.
You just have better fighting scenes, but terrible fucking ending for the world.
Look, one would be hated, but it would be more realistic. This one was hated because it wasn't realistic. It didn't follow the nature of the show. The one I gave, I think it follows the nature of the show. Would it be hated? A lot of people would be like, no, like the same way whenever Robb Stark got killed. I was like, bro, I couldn't sleep. Like, I was like, dude, how could they? Like, she was just standing there, and this dude just came from behind and just like,
dude, I was honestly, like, that's what, I don't know if y'all like watch review videos, but Game of Thrones is what got me into watching other people react to things.
Okay.
Because I wanted to see other people's reactions and experience.
Like, I can't be the only one.
Yeah. Yeah, and like that started it all, and then like now like I watch a whole bunch of other reaction videos, but I feel like Game of Thrones, like their scenes and like just the unpredictability of it and like the craziness.
And honestly, that's just what I was aiming for. It's like it's Game of Thrones. They've been doing this. The season before that was very satisfying. The season before was when they actually make moves and they actually winning, and it's like, oh, everything is good. It's like, oh, you actually had like a good ending. You're like, yeah, there's hope. But then it's like, yeah, but this is fantasy. Let's give people some emotion. And my emotion, because Game of Thrones delivered that emotion to me. It really did. When with the Red Wedding, I was like, after that episode, I was like, I don't give a fuck. When they stabbed Jon Snow, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't even care. I didn't, because I was kind of like expecting it, and I felt like as they build up, it's like, okay, it is Game of Thrones. There has to be some fucked upness in it. So they killed Daenerys off. But
Yeah.
the way they killed her, like I was okay, like we said earlier, with her becoming a tyrant.
Yeah.
But it's just so
Yeah,
quick, and,
yeah,
and
it
to
made
me,
no
it's like
Fast.
Yeah.
I don't really care no more. So I wanted to.
Well, we need to wrap this
bring that.
conversation up. All right, you guys. We need to wrap this
yeah,
up.
that's
So,
all I got.
Selena, what wrong turns in your life did you take to end up being a Greyjoy?
What do you,
Greyjoy.
dude? I don't
Who did you
know.
betray?
Yeah.
Do y'all want to hear the description for it?
What
It
does
wasn't
they
so
does they
dumb.
fit you?
No, I don't think so.
All right, then read it.
And it's super vain.
What?
too,
It's just
so-
like
well,
astrology.
It says, other than your ability to fight people, people know you for your physique and attractiveness. Rebellious by
Esteban
nature.
is like, oh yeah.
Yeah. He's like, sounds pretty accurate to me.
Rebellious by nature, you tend to go for what you want without thought of how it may affect others. At the end of the day, you will meet all opposition with strength and fury, and you always prepare to wage war on your enemies. Now share your results and prepare for war.
Jeez. You
I
done
don't
what
know
you got?
about.
I'm
that.
Targaryen, bro.
Targaryen? What did I get?
Oh.
I'm House Tyrell. They have the same picture. That's why I was
Oh,
like,
Tyrell.
They all do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, they
It's
do.
like the same
Yeah.
random
Oh.
dude. I don't
Yeah.
even know who that
Yeah,
is.
so-
Tyrell is the dude with the spear, the one that almost beat the mountain, but he got all like greedy and he got his eyes pulled out.
Was he?
Yeah, he was Tyrell. Is the
No.
I thought he was the flower one.
No, it's the one that she married Joffrey, the second
Yeah, the
girl.
flower one.
Tyrell.
aren't they from the same
No,
place?
no.
No, that guy, he's from Dorne.
Dorne.
And
right.
they're like, I
Yeah.
forgot their
So
name.
Tyrell is the old lady, right?
Yes,
Yes,
The one- okay.
yes.
All right,
Yeah.
And it says, from what I've been told, y'all are really clever, insightful leaders. Bam. See, it seems pretty accurate to me. Is that like, with a motto like "grow strong," it's evident that you're a person who is made for battle. You see, in
Yeah,
life's
he just
obstacles.
fought me for 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's true.
All right. So I got House Targaryen. You definitely come from nobility, and you carry yourself like it. You, like a Targaryen, can handle more heat than most people. However, you're not immune to the pressures and stresses of life. You also are somewhat lofty and tend to daydream. I did come up with a whole season just for no reason. So
And I just like, if you come from nobility, that means I come from nobility. We're related.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
so or you slept with what was it?
Are Targaryens with
Daenerys,
Daenerys?
The
Oh, okay,
dragons.
yeah.
the dragons.
Esteban got House Stark.
Yeah.
Oh, you got Stark? Yeah, I mean noble motherfucker.
Which makes you an asset to some and a threat to others.
Damn.
I like that part.
I like that how you flinch.
I did that to Esteban the other day. He didn't flinch either. He was like,
You found it so hilarious.
Anyways,
Wow.
Selena, thank you for joining us. Esteban, thank you for being here.
This might be our longest
you.
episode ever.
It
We
could
filled up
be.
a memory card.
We did. Yeah, we had
Yeah,
some
that's-
issues.
No, it was like it was empty when we started.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 64 gigs. God
yeah.
damn, video
Dude, you need to
content
chill out,
so
bro.
much. Yeah,
We know you-
yeah. This is probably our longest podcast.
Probably.
So.
And we hope you enjoyed it. I mean, there are segments at the bottom. You can skip ahead if something
Yeah.
doesn't interest you.
And
But again,
Danny, threaten them how you threaten me right
yeah,
now.
make sure you subscribe. And then tell us which house would you be in, or which character of Game of Thrones would you be? Do you like
Yeah.
my ending?
Would you kill every single person you've
Not
ever
every
heard
single
from?
person, almost every single person.
Yeah.
But yeah, and make sure you check out Peculiar Mango or Peculiar Mango
Yes.
in YouTube for more Star Wars content.
Yeah.
All right. Do you
Sounds
do
great.
stuff in Instagram? Do you care if people follow you there or just YouTube?
it's like random on Instagram, so they
Yeah.
can follow me
But
if they want.
regardless, follow her Instagram handle
Yeah,
too.
here you go. Bam,
Yeah.
just follow people.
And you know, like
You don't lose
like
anything.
like always.
Or I'll kill you
leave-
off too in this show.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah. Leave comments. It helps us out a lot. We're engaging. We reply. You reply something witty, we'll be even wittier back. Come on, let's do this.
And follow us on Instagram if you want a much more quicker interaction with us.
Yes.
All right.
What happens when you're like,
Okay.
okay, all right, you guys.
Selena, would you lead us out with you know how?
No.
With
A piece. Look at your camera and say peace. Yeah.
Peace.
Out.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Just
Okay,
make sure
I'll
you
try to
speak up. All right, let's go, Danny. Start it off. Why you like mean mugging it?
Okay.
bam to both of those because they're both right.
Yeah.
And
No, but then
should pair-
but I like the way he summarized everything about the wage disparity. So you know we.
Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
Oscar's a lefty. How do I beat him?
Yeah.
Yes.
he got me good.
Wait,
Yeah.
you're lefty?
Yes, of course
Get
I'm
the
lefty.
fuck out of here. Get the fuck out.
How do you not know
He's
that?
playing
You're
with
a
you.
lefty?
Like left-handed. I knew it.
Oh my god!
Are you
That
recording?
was recorded. No, they're not recording. Oh my fucking god! Are you kidding me? Oh!
I don't know.
Oh, just click the
well,
button.
He's not even camera. So we have the audio.
We have the audio. Yeah. You,
Well,
oh.
That's someone. No, I'm not a lefty. I'm not ambidextrous or.
That's why I was like, no way.
Like left
Like-
wing.
Left-
Like
yeah, like liberal.
Yeah.
I was like, how the fuck do you not know
I don't-
this?
dude,